For Odin's glory, in the night we ride. Blades clashing armor under stormy skies. Dragons in the distance, flames light up the way. Warriors of the legend, we won't go astray. Valhalla's calling, echoes in the night. Raise a sword to thunder, for Odin we will fight. Honored by the ravens, feast on what we earn. Heroes in the making, to Valhalla we turn. Honored by the ravens, feast on what we earn. Heroes in the making, to Valhalla we turn. Shields raised in defiance, battle cries arise. Marching to the chorus of the ancient skies. Valhalla's calling, echoes in the night. Raise your sword to thunder, for Odin we will fight. Valhalla's calling, echoes in the night. Raise your sword to thunder, for Odin we will fight. Honored by the ravens, feast on what we earn. Heroes in the making, to Valhalla we turn. Honored by the ravens, feast on what we earn. Heroes in the making, to Valhalla we turn. Shields raised in defiance, battle cries arise. Marching to the chorus of the ancient skies. Valhalla's calling, echoes in the night. Raise your sword to thunder, for Odin we will fight. Valhalla's calling, echoes in the night. Raise your sword to thunder, for Odin we will fight. Shields raised in defiance, battle cries arise. Marching to the chorus of the ancient skies. Valhalla we turn. Valhalla's calling, echoes in the night. Valhalla's calling, echoes in the night. Raise your sword to thunder, for Odin we will fight.
All right, welcome in everybody. All right,
Yeah, it's just
guys.
sorry, my bad.
So we are live. Welcome to Valhalla Esports Season 5, Week 9, the absolute last game of the regular season. It all comes down to this for the final seeding and placements. With me tonight, we got a star-studded cast of Malco, Eli Wood, and Ev Bot. How's it going, gentlemen?
So far, so good. Even see that the stream was still going for a second there. I'm like, wait a second, we're still up. All right, but we're good to go. I'm glad to see that we got today a 3-man cast for you guys. So a little bit
Yeah.
something extra special for these games, as there are some real implications that potentially could happen depending on the results of these games today. And as we're looking to see if Furry can bring down PC Delta today and put a little bit more on their scoreboard and make their season end with a bang.
Yeah. The the standings matter for also me and Evbot for our teams as well.
Oh, I got
That's
high
funny.
stakes on this series, so I'm the biggest Furry fan. Don't clip that, but
Clip it, clip it. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of chill for whatever result. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it should be a good series, though. I think Fury has a pretty solid team going in. I know we faced them recently. At least they've stuck with their team roster for a while now. I know PC Delta's been switching people out and out, so may not be the team synergy they have. It should be a close series then.
Yeah. They also have the best top player in the league, Hailstorm. So
True. Gotta watch that Trundle backdoor.
true.
With that mentioned real quick, just to give you guys a quick call out, Fury on the left side, PC Delta on the right, Fury with top lane, Hailstorm, Jungle, Hungry Hobbit, mid, VG, Doug, ADC, mingling, support, Redacted, with PC Delta having top lane, Perfy, Jungle, Sim, Jim, mid, H2O, Modblock, ADC, Console C, and support, Dark Harvest. An insane lineup for both of these guys as they're basically, as you said, PC Delta has seen a couple of different switch outs, but Fury having that synergy, having that long lasting basically throughout the entirety, I want to say, except for maybe one or
They
two.
switched up partway through the season, but
I think it was
they
like really
stayed
early
together.
on though. Yeah.
Yes, I believe it was.
So they have that long-standing synergy for themselves, and we're going to be able to see if that's going to be able to withstand this uphill battle that they have to go up against PC Delta. And for what they're hoping for is maybe potentially a 2-0 to really shake up what might be happening for the playoff implications here tonight.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a couple of mismatches between these two teams. I think Hailstorm has a little bit of an edge over Perfy. Their champ pools are actually surprisingly similar, but I believe Hailstorm is just better in that 1v1, so it's going to be a lot of PC Delta trying to manage him and his split push champions. But then you have Console C on PC Delta, and we all know he's a great AD carry. I think that Mingling and Redacted are going to have their hands full trying to deal with him and Dark Harvest in the bot lane.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if we'll see a Swain ADC ban, especially since that champion's really
He
strong
beat it
right
with
now
us,
in the
so
ADC. Yeah, it's like, are we going to respect the fact that Swain ADC is a gross right now because mages are disgusting at the ADC role, and also Console C plays a lot of Swain, so he's pretty good at it.
Yeah, and I believe SimJim also plays a lot of these like AD carry junglers, which I believe they had Willie Smile before. He was more of a tank player. So now that they have more AD on that top side of the map, you might actually see Console going towards, maybe even like a Ziggs or something. I'm not sure what his champ pool for mages are, but Ziggs seems pretty strong right now. His Swain's disgusting. So I want to see what they kind of pull out.
Yeah, I'm also curious because this is going to be on the newest patch, and it's not going to be on
Yep.
14.19. It's going to be 14.20. So maybe we'll see Caitlyn or some of the champions that got buffed, and we'll see how strong they are.
If they looked at the patch notes.
Yeah, if they looked at the patch notes.
I know we didn't until like 20 minutes ago.
I did.
So.
But I forgot about what the changes were, so.
Yep.
I only look at top lane changes, and none of them I really cared about.
Cool. Not sure how close we are to them being ready for draft. Looks like we may have it coming up soon.
Alrighty, I think those boys have started the draft, and you guys just see it up on your screen now. Fury going to be taking the blue side, PC Delta on red for our game one here. As mentioned previously in our little talks beforehand, we were looking at the matchups. It potentially could be seeing the Swain ban, as right now mages are extremely strong in that bot lane role. But don't be surprised if possibly Console C has been practicing other mages to bring into that role, and there's quite a few of them that you can, whether you want safe picks, whether you want some type of burst mage like Syndra, a safe pick like Ziggs, or any other type that you want to think of, you possibly could make it work. And I like to see that Fury never FF. I like that. Never die, never surrender.
Legends never die.
True. Yeah, I definitely want to see. Modlock's champ pool is pretty big. It's hard to ban him out. So my guess is they're going to focus towards console C. I know Simdom in the past. I've seen him a few times. His hacker room, I know he could carry on. I forget what else he's playing. Maybe a Zac or something like that. So it's going to see whether or not Furry Fury actually did their homework and whether they know what to ban out. If not, they may just target that top lane with Perfy because Perfy's champ pool it's relatively small, but he's very good at like the set and some of these characters that he's played quite a bit on. So
Yeah, more concentrated champ pool for
yeah.
sure.
I do like the avenue of, hey, let's give our strongest. How you guys said, like, try to pincer at the top lane where you feel like you can potentially get the most value out of, especially if Hailstorm is just allowed to be open up there and allowed to do whatever he wants in the 1v1, then it would possibly go in Furry Fury's favor to be able to actually get that advantage up there. I do actually still want to see some targeting towards this bot lane, especially if you do suspect that potentially PC Delta has the advantage in the bot lane. You might want to still get that advantage. So don't be surprised if the Jhin is also banned against console C. Not only is that a pretty strong pick, it's one of his more comfort picks, I believe I've seen in the past.
Jhin
So
got nerfed
we have
though.
got nerfed, but some
A little
Jhin
bit.
players they really care though?
No.
No, they don't. They don't.
They just see that fourth shot and they're like, crit, crit.
Want to see how
That's true.
serious that Furry is going to take this game because
Yeah.
technically they are out of contention. So with Redacted the support role, would he pull out the Vlad? Like I feel like he would at this point, right?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like he
that's what I
would.
was thinking.
I think
Uh,
he'd cook it up. Not gonna
he's
lie.
played ADC because we've had the ban against him before, so I
Yep, I
wouldn't put it
remember
past
that.
him to play. And he beat it with us. Like it wasn't even like that crazy. So
Listen,
Yeah, we
hear me
banned
out.
Swain first. It seems like we're a Moo good
that's
ban
it.
on
Yep.
red side.
Actually, I'm gonna wait till the bans go through to see what I'm gonna say.
There's the heck room.
Yep. Okay, so we got the
Yeah.
Hecarim ban. Amumu, I love being a ban. Just in general, a really strong jungler for any team to pick up.
Good red side ban. Banning away
Yeah.
Camille. I think maybe just because Percy's champs generally don't like to play into Camille. I would say Jax is a good counter to Camille, but I guess maybe they're worried that Jax might get banned out later. And
Yeah, the
it's not gonna
Hailstorm
get
usually
picked
likes to
very early.
save his pick, even though they are on blue side, so he wouldn't be able to get counter. They might just decide to save it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys said that earlier that he Redacted might just pick up the Vladimir support, right? Like for all we know, that might not happen.
Your guess is as good as mine,
There is
Malco.
a possibility that they might do a little bit of trolling and pick up Vladimir in support.
I mean,
That's
if they
what we're
do,
implying.
if you don't want to really have it be a troll, put the ADC on Senna support
Ah,
and
now we're
just
Okay,
cooking.
fasting
now you're
Now
Senna,
we're
cooking.
cooking. We're
and then you
cooking.
got
I
your
like
your
it.
resident mage in the bot lane. Mages are really strong right now. Redacted loves to play the Vlad. I mean, it kind of works out in that sense, and then you still get the scaling pick within the Senna, and that can at least
Yeah.
scale you right into the late game.
And we're picking up Aphelios, a buff champion. Maybe we did reach patch notes, but I don't know how good Aphelios is. I
I
don't even know
love
how.
Aphelios.
I don't know how much he was affected by the buffs
I think he got
realistically.
a little bit of like base health and some
If it kind of feels
passive there. I forget what
slightly
it was. Yeah.
placebo, and we
Ooh,
choose feet.
Briar.
Holy moly, we're choosing feet. That's kind of crazy. But also, I would say the Camille
Okay.
ban on red side, I usually am just not a fan of banning Camille if we're on red side, because we have counter pick, which we can just give to our top laner, and Camille can just get like be super sad about getting counter picked. She's just one
Yeah.
of those champions that gets hard counter picked.
Yeah, and I think that Briar fits what I know about Simjim. I've like I said, I've seen him a few times. He plays like these heavy AD junglers. Briar, heavy AD jungler. It makes a lot of sense. Picking Briar early though is kind of dangerous because she does get countered by a lot of different
I feel like
champions.
Lissandra's good into Briar. I feel like
It
Briar kind of
can.
doesn't like having to face Lissandra.
Yep.
The lockdown. Also, they have blue backgrounds. Please pick another champion with a blue background.
You see a theme here.
Like Trundle.
Please do it. Yeah, it's purple.
Close.
Close.
It's in the cool color tones. It works.
It
It
is.
works.
Yeah.
We'll
They seem like
we'll
they have
count it.
so much dive already. Furry Fury's just picked up so much dive We have Kaisa, Lissandra, Nocturne. We're just like going in on a target and like popping that target at least to start a
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, I know that Dark Harvest
I like this
is
draft.
fairly low on salary, so I want to see if he has champions as a pool that could peel. He's played the Braum
think
before. I think
that
the Braum decent to something like this, but we'll have to see.
Wait, he's most
depending on
likely
the
going
picks and
towards
bans
mid.
here, I think that Lysandre's a flex. I think
I
that
think he could
Lysandra's
be
a
a flex support.
flex top.
A flex top.
Yes, I think
Really?
it might be a potential
I thought
flex
I was
top
only gonna play
because
top.
if mid potentially has Oriana in their pocket, it's a crazy combination here if they can actually make that work. But I don't know if they actually play that or whatever.
It
But
does give Ori a lot of tools, but that sounds pretty AP heavy, especially since the Kaisa build is probably gonna be most likely the usual Kaisa, Rageblade, Nashers, whatever.
Yeah, so that's still the
Which,
same.
yeah,
I thought so. But
so
looks
like
like some pretty
I
common
endorse
bands here
flex.
so
The
far.
flex, yeah, the Trundle makes a lot of sense. Way too influential. Set ban makes a lot of sense.
It's Perfy's
Getting
comfort.
him off his, yeah, exactly. Getting people off their comfort. So far, I like Furry Fury's draft a bit more because it's a little bit easier just to execute on. Feel
as
like they
long
just
as
have a bunch of go buttons that are
as
like
long as they have someone put
point
the
and click.
plasma down, Kai'Sa can easily get in there and
Yeah,
then
Nocturne just R's onto somebody, and then Lissandra follows up, and then Kaisa also follows up, I think.
I really do
That's
like how PC Delta's thinking here,
getting
where they
away.
go ban the Trundle to
You
get
know.
rid of any type of real good safety for Hailstorm, and then banning the Leona, which also kind of gets rid of the Kaisa enabling as well as the engage that they want to have with this Nocturne.
Oh, I like the
And
Nasus ban. I hate that champ so much, dude.
Yeah, that was a good
Ban
call
it.
out by Blitz. I think he put that in the chat that they might go with the
like
Nasus ban.
Susan,
Perfy
man,
carried on that
Yeah, that was a really
couple weeks
great.
ago, right?
Yes, Nasus is a very, in my opinion, a very strong champ right now, and he has to get punished early, or else he just becomes a mid-game monster, and he falls off like somewhat late, but then he rescales back into the game super late,
Yeah.
because obviously he gets kited and stuff, but they did nerf
Yeah.
him, but he's still pretty strong in my opinion. I just really don't like playing against him.
Wouldn't be
What are they
surprised if we
picking?
see a Braum here.
Ooh, Tarek!
Tarek.
Ooh.
Okay.
Spicy. Okay, I like this a lot. I feel like Tarek is a great counter pick to Furry Fury's comp in general. If we're able to survive, obviously we have to stay alive through Tarekar for it to work. But once we do, as long as we live during fights, because we have Briar and Tarek, we just can turn the fight completely. And Aphelios also heals a bunch, so long extended fights are gonna be in PC Delta's favor for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely about execution for them. Timing those ultimates on Tarek is going to be pivotal to whether or not they win that fight.
Yes.
If they put it too late, Briar's just going to be dead. So yeah, it's definitely going to come down to execution so far from them.
Tarek is a very strong support. I think he got nerfed last patch. This patch? I don't remember specific, but he's been really strong recently. We're picking up TF. Oh, you know
Okay.
what it is? That's a TF support.
You think he's played
100%
it
it's a
before,
TV.
not
It's
support
100%
though.
TF support. It's 100% TF support. If I know redacted, that's a TF support. Sion's going top. Lissandra's going mid. Nocturne. They have so much map pressure.
actually,
Holy crap.
I agree with Eli on this one. The TF support with the ability just going like I wouldn't be surprised if it's just first item rush, RFC, get those enhanced those extra range enhanced stun cards
That'd be
from a
wild.
mile away. There's no escaping it. Kaisa can then immediately just it's like a long range Leona E basically that's point and click. It's gonna be insanity.
I'm a big fan of Furry Fury's comp. It's just that Tarek feels kind of bad for them to play into. That's like what I'm really scared of, is if we're
Their
not able to
hyper
kill
engage
them
could
through the first rotation.
the hyper
We do
engage could
have,
potentially be bad for them.
yeah, we do. But the thing is, I like the fact that they double down because we have TF card that we can play off of with picks. So like, this is gonna be more of a pick comp that we're like playing with, and we're gonna have to either like pick off
Plus
Tarek first, or
Sion.
we're gonna have to pick off another champion first. We have the tools. We have Nocturne R, which makes it so that people can't TP, and we can use that for global, and then we have TFR on top of that,
What I'm
and
really
then
hoping
Sion's kind of a
from
global. I really like the fact that Furry Fury didn't shy away from the Tark and just doubled down and were like, deal with it. I don't know.
I really do agree. I actually agree. I was gonna pick up off that because I was also gonna say that they also have kind of like that background part of the composition that's not really being highlighted here. But it's the poke composition that also comes out of it. Also, we just real quick, 3S Mark, thank you for subscribing with your tier 1 sub here with Valhalla Esports, guaranteeing yourself 30 days of love with us on the Valhalla cast and the rest of the server. So really quickly, guys, also the predictions have gone up based upon these compositions that you guys see here. Where do you guys believe that the win is going to for this first game? Really quickly, it seems like we got some.
I hedge my
Honestly,
bets.
Fury's got some serious, actually pretty decent composition and something new I don't think we've really seen from them all season.
The one thing I do worry about, I guess, is we have Tarek and then we also have Mundo. Mundo is very hard to lock down due to his passive, and if he gets to a tanky state where you pull off his passive and then we drop another ability onto Mundo and he doesn't die, we're omega fucked.
Tarek
Oops, sorry to say,
Mundo.
use that language,
Tarek
but
just puts his W on Mundo.
we're gonna
and then he
definitely
just
need some
walked
heal cut
into the
against this
team.
team.
This is
It-
not going to be
Heal
fun to
cut
try
is
to
one of the
engage
most
into at all.
broken things against their team, to be fair. We're gonna need like a couple of champions going heal cut against this team.
Honestly, I think it would actually be TF who could potentially spread it the easiest. Each card just has the ability to just be like, okay, you just immediate application of the heal cut.
I
would
think
think from
unfortunately it might actually have to go on to Lissandra, since Lissandra is gonna E in and then W and then Q and then R. All these abilities are area of effect and are gonna like affect the entire team. My only worry is like TF is like his AoE is really, really small. Like the Q hitbox is not very big, and the only like AoE ability that he has is his red card, which I think is kind of hard because usually you're not really using red card.
Yeah,
You're
you don't
using
really, especially
you're
support
using other
TF.
cards.
The other
Yeah.
thing about it though, I think, is that you also have to look at it from the point of like when they're trying to set up for objectives or objective fighting. Like say they're fighting for a Drake or something. This type of composition that Fury seems to have also has like a weird type of poke composition that's built into it, and it feels like you're gonna want TF to be applying that anti-heal a lot more, because I feel like he has a farther range that he'll be able to apply it a little bit easier than maybe Lissandra would be able to do, and
But
that
he's not
would
gonna have
actually.
the gold. Is the only problem.
That's the only other issue. That I understand, that's the issue. I'm just saying, just from like kind of just thinking about it from where you're saying there's like just multiple. I just trying to think of from another angle that they might be looking at it from, just because of how Fury has like multiple angles that their composition can go for. I think I just have a little bit. I just want to put a little bit more faith into them, because again, they are the underdog team coming into this. But I'm not saying that you're wrong in any way, Eli. Most definitely not. It's just I feel like there's
Yeah.
multiple avenues of which they can go from it for. But I just think that the easiest way is to kind of put the support duty on that little supporting role of, hey, you're applying the grievous wounds consistently, especially with the way supports tend to build. He's gonna probably have a little bit more CDR in his build that's gonna be able to allow him to have like the Qs up, having the mana flow up, and the Lissandra might want to be saving more of the mana and the resources for the actual engage when Scion, Nocturne, they press their R buttons and they go in, and then Kaiser's able to go in for the Killer Instinct to attempt to assassinate. If they could blow someone up before Tarek ult goes off, or they can wait, or they can bait out Tarek ult in some way, that's a win for Fury.
But I think the only way realistically that you're going to be able to apply poke with TF is you're using your Q, and most likely you're not you're not Q maxing, you're W maxing most likely, or even E maxing on TF support. And also,
Hold on. Just draw your attention to the Lissandra top. I don't know if they're going to
okay, it
switch
is
that
Lissandra
later.
top. Okay, wait, are they
I
putting
called it.
Scion mid? That's crazy. Yeah,
I
you
called
did
it.
call it. But I also
Malco
think
is
that
like
double
prediction
downs
god if this
on.
goes through.
Yeah, no, it probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes through, but I also think that just doubles down on the fact that Lissandra should be going Oblivion Orb, because the thing is, like,
Against
with
Mundo.
TF poke, you're probably only applying that grievous wounds to one or two people, and then it's gonna come off. The thing is, that's gonna come off partway through a fight. You need grievous wounds to stay on the entire fight. Then
Yeah.
like applying grievous wounds at the beginning of the fight,
I think
engaging, and then it coming off. That's exactly what PC Delta wants. They're a long-term fight. As long as they can get through the initial burst, I think that's why it's going to be important for Lissandra of all champions, because not only do we have to deal with Mundo's healing, Briar's healing, Aphelios healing, but we also have to deal with Tarek's healing. These, like, there's 4 champions that are healing, and we need a champion that can apply grievous wounds to everybody while we're fighting, not right before the fight.
Most definitely.
Alternatively, you could just have the Komodo's only 800 gold. It's not that much, and like the difference between the completed item and the component, I don't know
No,
if
it's not
Degrees
very.
Woods
No,
even
I'm just saying.
changes.
I'm
Maybe a
just
little
saying
bit.
Oblivion Orb. I'm just saying
Like,
Oblivion Orb.
yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, Kaisa could easily pick up a is it was it Executioner's Call? Is that the 800
Yeah.
gold item?
Yeah.
Right. They can have multiple instances, and I think that solves their problem. Like if one of them ends up dying early in the fight, you have another one to just like keep rocking it, right?
Oh yeah, we don't
Yeah.
want just one instance of it on the
Yes.
team. Definitely not, because that would actually kind of defeat the purpose of it. Because I feel like if you ever have grievous wounds on a team, you kind of need more than one for it to be
It
really
is the TF
applicable. And
support.
yep, so
Yep.
we're
No,
going.
no
Oh
surprise
man,
there.
that's why I
In
was hoping.
theory,
See, they could
they
have
could
used a Vlad
switch.
Senna. They could have went a Vlad Senna, and they
could
could have
have.
They
been
could
very.
have gone Vlad Senna.
Redacted was not
I
listening
don't know
to
how
our
it would feel
cast.
into this team though.
You know what? I'm gonna put it into the chat and just be like, Vlad Senna next game, please.
Wish it into existence.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know if
it'll
I'd
be
want
really
to see it.
interesting to see. They're definitely gonna need multiple avenues of heal cut because if one of the people die and they're not able to reapply heal cuts, fights can turn so fast. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, and Modlock is very good this way. I know we banned it when we played against them. I'm kind of concerned that this way is just going to be able to free farm against the Scion, which obviously Scion will basically be doing the same thing. But once he gets that Leandries online, man, it's going to be difficult.
Maybe he's doing there was this like really old tech that you could go Scion mid into mages and they couldn't do shit to them a
Yeah,
while back, where you just are able to get
you
towers for
could just
free and like push like perma and get so much gold, and the mage is just sitting there crying because her mid tier 2 is already gone, but the Scion's like 0 and like 8 or 9, but it doesn't matter because he has more gold than you somehow.
that's definitely. I think that's
I
definitely better in solo queue when you're
Yeah,
not
it is a more
organized.
solo queue esque, and I'm not sure how viable it is anymore. Is the thing, because
Yeah.
it was, I think, a couple seasons ago where that kind of popped up. Maybe it was like last season or season,
I feel like it was
like
when the
2 seasons ago.
not Hollow Radiance. Well, yeah, and Rookerin came out. I think you just
I think
rushed because
so.
people played like Cassante mid with like Rush Rookerin, and you just couldn't do anything. And I think since then it's got nerfed a little bit. But I expect the Scion to pick up that Hollow Radiance, first item, and then look to itemize a little bit more AD
Yeah.
or armor for these Briar and Aphelios.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think both sides have like a pretty clear game plan. It's just whether or not this Briar gets too far ahead of our team to capitalize on the Tark ulti, right?
Yes,
And then
exactly.
it's just whether or not the Fury can get a pick. I think Hoi should be the target for Fury. Especially in the side lanes, like Nocturne just needs to be on that side of the map, threatening the ulti at all times and making this
Yeah, and
Hoi
then having
respect him.
TF sit just like 2 feet
Right.
away from him.
I mean, it's a great combo. You have the TF ulti, you have the Nocturne ulti. Like you can set up and make picks on the side lane. The question is, you might just get like stat checked at some point, right? Like if you fall too far behind, TF ult, Nocturne ult, if you can't kill Hue in a side lane like that, like I don't know what you do.
Honestly, and I fully agree, because with Aphelios, generally, unless he has the right guns and he's also kind of fed in the early game, he doesn't tend to be a very big threat. Again, I don't know if the changes to him recently will really make that much of a difference, but I do agree with the fact that like Hue is probably their number one target at this moment. He's
I'm
probably going to be
hoping.
the most early onset damage that they're probably dishing out from
hoping.
the side of PC
Sorry.
Delta as well. Oh no, no worries.
I was just thinking about it, and I was thinking, if Aphelios isn't going cleanse, this might be a tough game for Aphelios. This might feel absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
We need to obviously we can't see the summoner spells yet,
Right.
but if we're
Yeah.
not going cleanse into Twisted Fate, I feel like our lives are gonna be living hell, because we're just gonna get gold carded, and then we're gonna get Lissandra Art on top of Nocturne Art, and we're just dead.
Yeah, I
Raggy.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something like a Leona or something where it's like a little bit tougher to time it out. Just like you get hit by gold card, you cleanse gold
Okay,
card,
we did.
and there it is. Yep, good call.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I
Needed.
see an exhaust on the Nocturne, which is a little bit interesting. I understand he doesn't really need the flash as much, but that's quite interesting coming out from the jungle.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised. The way Nocturnes are with those spell shields and how slippery they can be to get away. I very seldomly see them flash anymore. At this point, they're like, I understand my job. Get in there, fear some people, or get on the squishiest target, assassinate them. And if I don't get out, oh well, I already did my
What
job.
are we, Karthus?
And
Going across?
I mean, hey, Hungry Hobbit understands the job. It's just I gotta go in there, Aphelios or Modlock. It's console or Modlock. That's
Yeah.
all I'm looking for. If we have good vision on them in the jungle, I can get random flanks. I could probably catch them in places they wouldn't be expecting. I really like what the angle that they're looking for, but again, as you guys said, it's got to go through Dark Harvest and Perfy. Those two are going to be extremely difficult to get through, especially once you get towards that 20 to 25 minute mark. This could look really tough for Furry Fury to try to burn through it all.
But it does also, like, yeah, it's gonna be tough to go, like, have to go through Taric and Mundo. Well, the real question is, will they be able to execute on these champs? Taric is a champion that you have to understand just like how your passive works a lot and where you want to be and what, like, because a lot of times the best play, which sounds like really funny and weird, is you're trying to auto attack the wave when you're playing, or you're auto attacking the nearest thing. You're not actually attacking the person because you want to get your cooldowns off, and then you're healing, you're using your shield, you're getting your E back. So like there is a bit of execution that might be needed if we don't see that Dark Harvest is properly playing with the champion. It might be a little tough for them.
Oh,
but
Redacted.
they're already
In
taking
a little bit,
pretty heavy
Redacted
trade.
getting
I think
taken
back
down.
down,
That's gonna be it. Flash
Holy
Ignite
crap, I thought
down.
he was dead.
The pods barely able to save him. That could have been the first blood given within the first 2 minutes of the game. That would have been real quick. Nicely done. It's actually really funny that you say that, because this is I didn't call this out during the draft, but Perfy gets the Nasus banned against him, so they pick another bonk, and that is Taric. And this is gonna be funny because eventually he's gonna get to a point where he's literally just Q, bonk, bonk. He gets his E back up, bonk, bonk. Q's back up, so he's healing again, bonk, bonk. It's just not gonna be fun to deal with in team fights, especially once he's tanky enough just to sit there right in your face and just eat anything you have at him.
Yeah, and Doug taking quite a bit of damage there in that mid lane. It's kind of what I expected. Modlock going to be able to poke him out pretty easily early, so it's just going to be how well can he manage that health bar and stay there. Yeah, and he is healing back. But, oh, man, Console C has hit like every Q so far in this lane.
That feels so annoying.
Oh, man.
Well,
Aphelios feeling good.
if you use E though, we get a free trade for that. Yeah, that was a really free. I mean, Console's able to trade back a little bit, but
Trade a little bit back. He constantly keeps winning these with that lifesteal.
yeah,
though, so
he
that's
has
gonna be really
he has
good.
red up, so they just have to wait until red's down. Once red's down, Aphelios feels a bit more vulnerable.
With the Targ here, though, I feel scared that be going up against him with purple guns. You try to engage on him, then purple gun, you get locked down, stunned, and it's just not going to be fun for them.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I think, if I remember correctly, Doug is a top laner, so that's why I thought it was interesting. Like, I feel like Lissandra in a way, like not the best for Lissandra, but probably an okay matchup. Sion and Mundo, just big guys slapping each other. It's like, so it feels like weird that they would pick the volatile lanes for both sides and try to, you know, create an advantage or something like that. But maybe it's just
some work up there. Sorry.
no, yeah, you're good. I just saying, like, this isn't Hailstorm's normal type of champ, so he's definitely going to need to be more. Ooh, there's a lot of damage on the Perfy.
Wave is bouncing out too, I think, but he might have damaged the wave a little bit too much for it to bounce out. But Perfy's under threat on his next electrocution rotation for Lissandra to just be dead. I think.
Yeah, he is.
He's taking the
Gonna be suffering with this wave pushing away from him. You see, Nocturne was hovering in top side of the map, now looking towards mid.
I think he was seen on the ward there.
It's possible. He
into...
doesn't look like it. They're trying to get it off. They got the
knock up. They're gonna be able to know in. Hungry Hobby might be able to get it. No, fleeing away, barely under his turret. Nicely done to be able for Modlight to be able to mitigate that gank. But it was actually a really nice gank by Hungry Hobby right there.
Yeah, I think Hail.
Oh, Dark Harvest. Hold on, this might be it. Flashes in first blood for Mingling. but he's still gonna be able to go under the turret. Console C still taking a turret charge, double kill going over to Mingling, but at least one goes over to Console. Nicely done in that bot lane, but VG Doug looking for it, and nicely done. So much fighting from both sides. Furry still coming out on top of it overall, but Tony is now here to be able to gank up at the top side. Hellstorm trying to get away, flash stun, and boom, Tony secures that kill. 3-2 right now on the map. Overall advantage to Furry.
I think Hale should just committed. Once he saw that Briar was there, he should have flash committed with the Q auto W. Maybe he had electrocuted up, maybe it didn't, but he at least he already had the wave in, and he might as well die, I think, at that point. But now we unfortunately used flash to try to get away, and it didn't work. But also that redacted with that gold card though, clutching up.
Yeah, that was great, and you know they burned both the subs down there as well in console, so console's definitely going to be in trouble here if Nocturne wants to kind of hover down there a little bit and see if they can get another kill onto him. But yeah, I thought Furry was going to clean up all 3 lanes at once. That would have been insane, but Hailstorm couldn't get that. Couldn't get it done. I don't know. Hailstorm must have used E Lysandra in one of those trades because he didn't use it trying to get away from Briar.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was a mana problem or I didn't see how much he had at the time.
I think most likely he probably used it as a trading tool.
Which may have cost him a life, but
yeah. This lane's just gonna get worse for Lysandra though, is the thing, unfortunately. But I think Hungry Hobbit wants this.
Nocturne getting it.
Oh my
He wants
God.
to get the fight.
Oh, good dodge.
Misses the what's it called, the taunt there. Not gonna be able to get anything else, but Hailstorm's here. Doesn't get the assist for all the work rolling down, but the solo with the close proximity of Hailstorm, but Hungry Hobby able to secure that kill.
Oh my God.
Hailstorm just wanted to make sure he knew he could be there, okay?
He was giving him moral support.
Warning shots, yeah.
Yeah, warning shots, yeah.
Of course.
I like
Taking
the
so much damage here.
Leandries first, very smart from the Hale. I think that's really nothing else he can go into it.
Hungry Hog did so much damage there. I actually thought he got the exhaust down, which is why he just kind of out-traded Briar, but he didn't even use the exhaust in that fight, so...
Nocturne is just...
only Tiamat?
Oh,
Goes in, he's feeling brave, but he's now in a 1v2. VG Doug now uses the ult, able to stop Tony from getting anywhere close. Goes and blows him up. Modlock securing that kill. Now here comes Hailstorm, not going to be able to get the ultimate onto anybody, trying to walk up, trying to get close enough. The Ruptured Earth able to stop him.
So bad. Oh man.
They're
looking.
Ion able. Oh wait, that's gonna be the TF card. Stun locked up. Dark Harvest though can just easily walk out now. Tony trying to walk up on him. Roots stuns him up. Not gonna be able to get him. Gold card lands on the Tony, disengaging the fight.
Yeah, and Perfy's able to get is free firing up in top as right now and getting plates and stuff. And we're letting the Scion scale. It's gotta be a little bit bad, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
looking at
Hobbit, you know, he got the kill on the Sim Gym, he got the 3 grubs. The Alden was a little aggressive, probably cost him his life. He probably could have walked away there, but I like the aggression. I mean, you knew the Briar was still level 5, so maybe you know you have the Scion behind you and you can look for it, but just not enough damage for the follow-up and cost Hungry Hobbit his life.
I thought the fight was actually looking pretty good for Fury when VG Doug actually came up, and then Hailstorm was going to be able to help maybe clean up a kill or two on Modlock, but since he couldn't, or on the Tony, but since he couldn't actually get close enough, it ended up just being a lockout, and they ultimately ended up losing, I think, just only Hungry Hobbit, but that's also some tempo loss in this game now.
Mingling is looking a little bit overextended.
Oh, the ultimate used by Console C, but Dark Harvest, Tony all looking for Ming. Gonna miss the E, not gonna be able to get anything. Oh, it's unfortunate. Not gonna be able to get the plasma stacks to be able to use the Killer Instinct. That could have actually helped him secure a kill.
I think possibly Mingling could have gotten out of there if he auto Taric and then Ard and used barrier. That's a lot of shielding power. Yeah, towards his tower, and I think he could actually live there.
It would have been close, yeah. I don't know what salary Mingling is, whether... I feel like he played support against us, or Redacted was ADC, so
yeah,
I think they flip-flopped a little bit, so I'm not sure, you know, comfortability-wise where he is.
We're just a little overextended, it happens. Now the gold lead is looking pretty even. We have a CS lead, ADC, mid, and pretty even top, and also CS lead towards Furry in the jungle.
Yeah, it looks like Tony or Simdim's going towards the Blade of the Room King of the Briar. I'm not a really good fan of it, especially to this team. Like, you have the Scion, but after that, it kind of falls off.
It really does. I agree.
And even on this patch, I think, or even last patch, when the item nerfs came through, I think Blade of the Room King was one of the bigger losers in that trade. So
Minus 10 AD or whatever.
yeah,
It's devastating.
it just kind of like lost a lot of stats for its value, and especially when you're not getting a lot of value with the max health. Passive, it seems a little bit interesting, but maybe he'll go build a little bit tankier after that.
Yeah. I mean, Mundo slowly getting grinded down, but it becomes harder and harder for Mundo to get pushed out.
Ooh, I
Oh.
like, here comes the train and here comes the crash. You're gonna see VG Doug with the assist, the
Really nice
Hailstorm. Gonna see
synergy
great
there.
light though.
A really nice job by Hailstrom making sure to pop off that Mundo passive so they can guarantee the kill.
Tony in the wrong
Tony,
place at the
God!
wrong time, caught between
Oh,
three,
no.
and that's gonna be Hungry Hobby getting another kill, and that's putting Furry on another head up tempo.
Yeah, Furry's actually looking good here. They're making the picks. That was a beautiful setup by Hailstorm and Doug roaming up to the top there. And that's kind of how they execute.
Oh, lights out, nearsighted, fleeing. Wait, gonna be used on the Hobbit. Spell shield, gonna be able to negate it. Nicely done.
he
It
missed the
got
Q.
dropped. Oh, that's unfortunate,
Oh,
but here's
redacted.
redacted. Looking for the target. Stun
I don't
card
think he has
lands,
enough damage,
getting
though.
away. He can't be able to get it, but it's gonna still make Modlock back away.
Yeah, you're definitely right. That is what Redacted is going
Right
for.
here, gonna land it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh,
That's
that flash was
purple.
needed. Well,
Yep.
good job by
Yeah.
Vic. Yeah, as you were talking about before, Tarek would have just eat him.
Yeah, they did take quite a bit of damage getting back out, though. I
Yeah,
feel like
they-
they could have just walked towards that top brush there and got out without taking that health. But maybe they just didn't know where the rest of Furry was. They might have collapsed on him.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of a scary situation. Tarek could die pretty easily, especially with his R if they're willing to commit.
Right.
But I think Dark Harvest would need to set up Z and then flash on top of Ming, make it
And-
impossible for him to flash away. But
And another thing too is that I hate to say it, but Nocturne ult is deceptively short even in the early game. But hold on, we do have it in gank as the ult is used onto Perfy. And here's Hobbit now to be able to help out Hailstorm. Perfy gonna try to walk away. I guess the Director Camera decided to say that it's not gonna be enough as Redacted now is being taken down.
Oh,
Gonna
no,
use the ult, goes up to Barret. That's gonna be the lockup double kill. Even so for
I thought that
Tony.
Briar was
And
under tower
Perfy
for
was able to
sure,
mitigate
but-
the gank up in the top side, not gonna be killed. Nicely done by PC Delta, and now they're swinging the lead.
Big Tony.
Yeah, I guess Riot
Oh my God.
knew nothing was going to happen that top side. They're like, you don't need to watch it anymore. Let's go watch bot. Yeah, Tony, excellent there. I thought he flashed and he was still in turret range. He was going to die there
Same.
anyways, but he must have been just outside of that.
Yeah.
Was able to pick up both kills, and that does accelerate the Briar quite a bit. She does have the Blade Room King
Briar
done.
falling for it. I guess she wants to try to get another gank if they decide to step up too far forward.
They do have
yeah.
Tarek R.
Oh, they
But-
don't.
Oh, good check.
Ming is, sniffing it out, luckily. Now that Goldly is back in PC Delta's favor again.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to start looking towards these grubs again. They are spawning about the same time the dragon's coming up, I believe.
Yeah,
Where are
that's
the timers there?
a
Yes,
flash
literally,
from
yeah.
Redacted was
Clubs have already been secured
quite
by
unfortunate.
Fury.
You saw that flash right next to the tower, right?
Yeah. We just wait 5 minutes and it didn't happen, right?
I think we might have just like missed it from like a freeze or something. But we're waiting on Rift Herald now to spawn. I don't even know when they literally just took it. Maybe a fight was happening when it out of nowhere. I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, because Fairy does have 6.
Yeah.
So they definitely took him at some point. Fortunately, directed camera did not see that as action, so.
Classic directed camera. And
But
he
where
ended
our
up going
riot
with the
observers are.
Blackfire Torch. I know it's probably gonna feel bad not to go a mana item, but I feel like if we're against Mundo, we have to go Leandries. Maybe we'll go at next item.
I bet he does do both. That'd be my
Yeah.
guess. I mean, he could have done like a Leandries with
Malik-
tier and just ran it like that. Malignance is a good idea, but we'll see if they take this fight here. It's gonna be 4v4.
They don't have vision. They want to try to get something up from the.
Okay.
Oh, the Scion able to get in behind on the flank.
Tony's
Tony's
on our
coming
back
down.
now.
Hungry Hobbit put the really low health, fleeing away. Tony gonna be the first death by Redacted. Lights go out. They're gonna be taking down VG Doug as the first kill. That kill goes over to Console C. Dark Harvest gonna take it to Hungry Hobbit. And we're gonna see Scion doing so much in the back, but Modlock going absolutely insane. Ming trying to get something, but can't do it. Triple kill going over to Console. And the top side is just getting decimated.
Yeah, we kind of can't ever take team fights, unfortunately, with our team comp. We have to look for a pick first.
Yeah, I
You
was
can
gonna
see
say
right there with Tarkar and everything.
it
Sorry.
looked like a great fight, and then you realize it was a 4v5, and then you're like, oh, maybe it wasn't as great as we thought it was. But I think just target prioritization there was just off. The Briar was kind of free hitting the backline, and no one turned on her. It took
Yeah.
quite a while, and to be fair, Tark almost got that all off on the Briar, would have made it way worse of a fight, but they were able to kill her before it got off, and after that, it just went sideways for Furry. So.
Yes, indeed. And I believe if Ming autoed Modlock once, procs Plasma and kills him, I thought he had fully stacked Plasma.
I just don't know if he had the range. I think that's kind of where
I
he's
know.
at. He was trying to get close enough and just couldn't.
Yeah, I would like to see
Modlock
Furry
finally acted though, taking down the low health. Golkar not gonna save you. Modlock going on a killing spree.
We're a little bit far away from anybody else. That was a little
And
bit.
you're just a TF with a rapid fire cannon
Yeah, you're a
too.
TF
You
with
don't do
rapid fire
damage.
Swifties.
You don't have health. You are a single gold card ready to go.
I want to see.
I
Furry
didn't think I was.
doubling down on their pick and just like spreading the map out instead of trying to team fight. Even though they had a numbers advantage, the PC Delta's team fighting strength was just too good.
That's
Nice.
so unfortunate. Gonna land right onto him from the
he's just
downtown distance. That's gonna be Tony securing another kill, and BC Delta just taking this game in their hands.
Yeah, this gold lead has ballooned. I believe it was pretty close not 3 minutes ago, but it's up to
Yeah,
almost
I
a
think even
5K.
at one point, Fury had like
Even
a
like
1.5k gold lead, I think, or 1k.
it was
I don't know
almost
how big it
2K at
was.
one point, and then it just absolutely turned around after the some of the decimating. I think the bot lane dive that happened, that double kill, everything just went in PC Delta's favor after all of that, and now we're looking at a 4K gold lead for them. And it's probably only going to advance. We even see like Perfy in the top lane now. He's just sitting here eating anything that Hailstorm throws at him, and it doesn't matter. And
Nope,
it's
and he
now
went
taking
warlock,
3
so-
people to come up
Got
here
the
to try to help.
warlocks.
Yep.
Yup.
So he just heals everything back.
Yeah, this is definitely
Oh,
not
this
worth
is a
them
bad
going
fight.
for.
This
Too
is a
long.
bad fight.
If we're gonna do something like this, we need an insta-commit.
They go
okay?
in now, able to get 2 ults out of
I
him,
don't
but
think he
Perfy's just
dies.
walking. He's not gonna die. And it's gonna be him just
Elliot,
walking
run.
towards him, sitting there, staring at him,
Oh,
menacingly.
no, this
Gonna miss the first
Briar's on the
briefcase, but wants to keep walking. Briar's trying to come around, finding Redacted first. Hailstorm trying to run away, low health, probably gonna be the target that they're looking for. Hits by another briefcase, goes in. Hailstorm gonna go down, and this is gonna be Modlock coming in, but VG Doug gonna be able to come in from behind with the
Oh, they
health,
were
with the
able to
ultimate
pick
shut
off
down going on
Modlock,
from
though.
Redacted. Tony now getting the
Oh,
turret
they
shot,
overextended
taking on a
slightly.
low health. Tark ulti dropping, trying to get them down to invincible. Only 2 members left. Is gonna be the Tark and Perfy. But now they're just turning right back around, lights out, and it's only 1 member standing now. Perfy, PC Delta, able to swing it back for them in their favor just a little bit.
Well, I don't even know what just happened. Like, it
I
felt
don't
like
either.
Fury had
Still
no
continuing.
business winning that fight at all. But I think PC Delta just kind of got too strung out, and Fury was able to just kind of like take one and pick them off one at a time until all that left is this
Died under
big
tower.
chunkus in the top lane. So.
Hailstorm was the sacrifice, but the ultimate prize was the ace at the end of it all. Here comes the Briar ult, gonna miss out. Hungry
he hit on the
Hobbit says
back.
sacrificing
There he
himself.
goes.
He hit someone else though. He's gonna end up hitting on a Ming and the backside. Tony trying to chase him down, gonna be able to hit him, taking him down. That's gonna be Ming going to the gray screen. Tony now and VG Doug continuing the fight because he's just waiting for more members. Gonna get the shield, trying to run away. That's actually gonna be the flash coming out from Doug, and it's gonna be him getting away. We finally had a winning fight, and it just turned around into another kill
He
going over the
overplayed
side
her
of VG Delta.
hand. Oh my god, it feels so terrible.
was
We just
so
have
unfortunate.
we just have to be so willing. We got a 4 for 1 fight, and we just gotta be willing to reset and like correct waves and not. We gotta accept that they're gonna come back way stronger than us. And that we just gotta take our wins. But then we just overextend, we try to get a lot of damage on their tier 2, and we just die. The Briar hits the ult in the back.
We got Riot directed cam dipped again as Briar ult hits,
No,
and
that
we
was
barely see it.
cinema. That was cinema because we got to see the fight and then we see Briar just running across the background. That was hilarious.
Like, that literally, like, I just saw the Briar zoom over the top of the screen. I'm like, hey, yo, what is going on here? And then you just see on the mini map just a blink of the Briar on top of me, and I'm like, there's no way this just happened.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. This
At
game is
least for
definitely spicy.
Furry. They are calling back in the gold lead. They're only about 2k gold down now. They just slow down, find their picks, get their vision down. We know that they can win fights. It's just execution.
Execution and not greeting for the extra little bit. Like,
actually
don't worry about the extra damage on towers. Try to just get whatever you can. Exactly, win the long trade and just try to not don't overextend yourself any more than you already need to, because that's exactly what PC Delta wants them to do. They want them to overextend, so then it's easier to go in and then, you know, activate their go buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
They're
looks like
setting up for drag.
yeah, PC Delta is kind of just
They have
suffocated.
complete control right now.
Yeah,
is
very,
an
very just
infernal break.
out.
Furry should just be
Oh
pushing
no, it's
mid.
a hex take.
We should just be pushing mid here and trying to go for tier 1, I think.
Oh, gonna land on a hailstorm. This is the perfect time. Utilizes
job,
it, gonna be able to,
Deltar.
and tries to go in, but gonna get
doesn't
stopped on the
matter.
stuff. He gets over
It
the wall, but
does
not. Modlock gonna be able to take that kill. Ult's used, but that's gonna be the TP coming in from Perfy, and I think that's the Drake going over PC Delta.
Yeah, I want
don't
you guys
see why
to.
Zion's rotating here. He should be pushing top lane for tier 2.
Can they put vision down, and Hobbit could possibly go in with the ult here, turn out the lights, able to go in, fly it. No, not gonna be able to steal it, and that's gonna be Hobbit possibly losing his life. No flash, can't get over the wall.
And that feels so bad because Cyan, they're trying to come down for a second because I don't know what the comms are like. I'm assuming somebody said something about rotating down. But realistically, Cyan should have already been pushing this wave because he'd already be at tier 2, and tier 2 would already be dead if he had to use his tempo to walk down into their blue side. And instead just kept on pushing that wave. We would have a tier 2 here, and it's
This
just
should
an
be a
unfortunate
free
macro
banner.
mistake. It's 100%. I don't really think Furry can really do anything. I think they should look for a pick on Perfy if they can, but
I don't even
TF
think
is on
these
the
two
backside of
members can
Baron.
handle that. Gonna be able to
kill
just stop
Perfy
him.
without
They
dying.
need to at this point, but he uses the ult, able to just keep walking away. Ming doesn't use the killer instinct. Perfy, Redacted tried to be able to get the Baron from behind. Not gonna be able to do so. Actually, wait, did he steal it? No,
No.
I was about to say.
No, he didn't steal it. I was gonna also say, I think TF should have just gone bot lane. We already had 2 people down there. We should have just arced and killed the Mundo. We know that the Mundo is ridiculously tanky, and we should have cut our losses and looked for the best play, highest percentage of play, and just pick Mundo on the side because he's overextended. But I don't know why he yard behind Baron. Maybe he was looking for a steal. It's very unlikely, but
Like you guys to take a gander at the items of Furry and tell me what they're missing at 2 items in this game.
We
well,
don't
there's
want
one
to talk.
person who has it,
They
but they're not gonna apply it very well.
Right. Yeah. No, he just picked that up. The problem is yeah, there's not that many people who actually want to be hitting the Scion with
the solo
autos.
1v1, gonna flash over the wall. Need to hit him with
That was a good E by
And that's gonna be perfect. Taking the solo dolo, hold on, having to use the ultimate to get away. BG Dub walking away from him, but the rest of the ultimates being called down.
Oh,
And Helios
200
gonna be
years!
doing some
Holy.
damage right there, and that's gonna be
Almost dying.
Modlock.
Barrier
Gonna
saving
wait,
him.
why?
Wait, did it? Oh my god.
Ultimate gonna be called down.
Oh,
Oh,
the
no,
block.
That's gonna be.
Get wrecked.
Oh, is Tony gonna use it? Nah, he doesn't want to go that far under the turret. Not feeling it.
No,
He's not feeling that
so
one.
Hungry Hobbit spell shielded the Briar R.
Yep.
Oh,
So
okay.
It got canceled completely. Because
Wait,
Briar
that was-
goes to it regardless. You can't cancel Briar R. Some people will bait it and actually like take it on purpose sometimes. So it just got spell shielded, that's why. Ooh, Briar got stopped, but this push is looking really... I
Goes
feel like he
in.
might have
Fury looking for a fight with
Redacted as
Redacted.
PC
Once again,
Delta,
getting
though.
another
I
kill. He's
would
able to find it on the Tony, and now they're
try
trying to
to keep this
disengage.
fight
The
as long
turret
as
drop from the
possible.
Felios is going to be able to
We
stop
have
them.
Nocturne and
BG Doug looking
TFR
for it,
coming up.
but the inhibitor coming down, and it's going to be potentially more of a fight that we
Oh,
have.
Jesus.
Ming almost taken
Holy.
down by that little explosion.
Our Nocturne and TFR are up. We want this. Oh, but we're almost getting poked out. That's the only thing.
Lost too much health.
Oh, Redacted needs to back so he
Yeah,
can get
he
HP.
needs to go to base. This isn't going to be worth for
He has
him.
ultimate. PC Delta
Staring
might be a
face
little bit
down.
overzealous here, though. I would have backed right now. I think PC Delta might be
They're feeling it.
extremely
Here we go.
overzealous here.
This is the button. I'm gonna press. Able to find the target. That's gonna be the target going down now. Lights out, and they're trying to
Dial
find
down's gonna do a lot of
another.
damage,
Hot
though, I
dog, so golden, but not for long as he gets sitting down. But Perfy's still on a killing spree. They can't stop the mount.
Mario Gaming.
Oh, he's gonna be able to barely get away. Console trying to walk away, but Harvard chasing him down. Perfy though, still not being able to be stopped on this Mundo.
Yeah, that was really questionable from PC Delta. Maybe there's limitacy at this point. They probably should have just rotated up and helped that Mundo take that turn and haven't gotten out
And then
there.
back. Yeah, we have a lot of gold in our inventory.
Here we go though. Hailstorm
Corner
is here to
pockets.
attempt to be able to help. Perfy though trying to just walk it out. Needed to
Did
get
they
a
kill
little bit of
him,
healing.
though?
Hungry Hobbit though. Here comes Tony from behind. Massive
Oh.
healing coming from the Mundo. Turns around with the ult and is able to go on a rampage. Double kill going over to Perfy. And that's probably going to get close to being the game because you just can't stop the
Oh.
Mundo.
The amount of HP that Mundo just got back after he R'd was crazy.
It's just two people without Grievous smacking Mundo. It's just not going to go well for them ever.
It's turbo huge when you don't have Grievous against this. We only
Might be
have
a
one
pick.
person that has Grievous. This is very unfortunate.
Oh, the red card.
Unfortunate. Hey, I don't think they were looking to go into that anyway. They didn't want to risk potentially any others members of PC Delta just being there and able to pincer onto them. But they're
they
now
have
looking.
Soul.
Yep, they're staring down the barrel of Soul potentially being given up. Not a single Drake secured for the side of Fury. Unfortunately, they were giving us some really good outings in the beginning of the game, giving us a glimpse of what potentially could be. But now we're sitting here and might be potentially the target. Not going to be able to get Red Team's able to secure the Soul. And that's going to be Hunger Hobby being the first one down. And that's unfortunate as there was no smite for them. But that's now Tony being caught in between four different members of Fury, and that was way too overextended. Mingling gonna be able to secure that kill, and now three members of Fury of PC Delta are left on the Rift. Still, they do have the Hextech Soul, but they could
But they
still
do
potentially
have
wipe him out.
Oh,
And they do
but
have a
Perfy's
Perfy
here.
who's able to find him off on the backside. That's gonna be Redacted taken down really low, but Perfy's now starting to get low as well. VG Doug gonna be able to try to find a kill, ticking down.
So
It's not gonna be enough. The entire gold is now gonna be able to come down, but that's trying to find something with the gold card. Not gonna be able to. His Modluck is gonna be able to secure that kill, and the rest of PC Delta now just walking down in the Fury's base.
Yeah, I think this was GG, but what I was gonna say was like a comment on, I don't think going Overlord's Blood Mail and then Titanic is actually the player as Mundo. I think you just go full tank, because your team has so much damage. Oh,
Hailstorm trying to find the kill, not gonna be able to get so,
Got
but
killed.
Mingling's gonna be able to get revenge for his mid laner as Console C goes down. He's now starting to get some damage
Okay.
down. It's gonna be double kill going over to him as well. Trying to be able to find a third, not gonna be able to do so.
Perfy just looking for the back door.
Perfy
Perfy's
just
looking for
looking
the back door. I think it's over.
Oh,
this
it's
time.
just
Never mind.
over.
Hanging
Extra
down
AD
the
coming to clutch, I
door.
guess.
Gotta be able to try to stop him with some type of CC. Can they shred him down quick enough? He's just gotta get one more potential. They're trying to get it. No! That's gonna be enough. The first game going over to PC Delta.
I just said bonus AD came in handy anyways, though.
Grievous wounds desperately needed.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
It was
damage.
only-
It went on to Lissandra a little too late, I think.
Yes. Too
Yeah,
little, too late.
I think some of their issues were just team fight execution as well. I don't think they played towards what they were trying to do with, like you said, the picks. And they showed some glimpses. They had a good cut, pick up to the top lane, and a couple good picks, in the jungle. But when they came to those team fights, they just kind of got decimated, and there wasn't really a way for them to come back.
Yeah, they have the tools. They had the tools to have such a ridiculous superior numbers advantage at objectives, or like pulling PC Delta to the other side of the map, and they're just saying, well, that was fun. Let's go to the other side of the map and then just pick off like 2 people or something. But they just didn't play to that, which is a little bit unfortunate. I think sometimes like lack of communication, or we just get in our head that uh some ideas or something. It like happens. They did have I
Mhm.
think they just got a little unlucky at certain standpoints, and then we overextended. We got a little bit too greedy after we came back a bit, and tried to be like, oh, we need even more, when we have to be satisfied with what we got after we got a really good fight 4-for-1, I think. But
Yeah, I definitely want to see Hailstorm more on his comfort picks. I think he did fine on Lissandra, but at the end of the day, it was Lissandra to Mundo, and Mundo just infinitely outscales that pick. Like, I understand what they were trying to go for with the picks and everything, but yeah, Mundo just got way too much value. He was able to free farm that lane, and there's multiple times where Fury had 5 at fights. PC Delta kept Mundo top, and he just kept pushing, and they were still winning those fights as a 4v5. So it's just not exactly what I want to see from them. So let's hopefully they go back to their comfort for game 2.
yeah, I agree. We needed some way to deal with this Mundo. The Mundo pickup and drop was really good. I think that's also one reason why most likely Furry Fury is probably gonna try to rotate towards going on red side to give our strong top laner counter
The
pick,
counter pick. Yep.
so he can do that type of stuff, because that Mundo was very scary. I will say he wasn't nearly as tanky as it could have been, in my opinion. I think he
Yep.
just could have gone resistances instead, and then you have Mundo sitting in front of your back line, and how the hell do they kill the Mundo before they all die? Because you have Aphelios and Hui. So I think he could have gone tankier, but it didn't matter. So who am I
Yeah,
to
I
say
think they were
anything,
just too far
right?
ahead. Like he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna build for damage because I'm 5-1 and 5 Mundo. So, but cool.
I really did like. Honestly, I like the avenue that Fairy Fury was trying to go for. It actually seemed like something that, again, we didn't really see from them all all season. Like the Lissandra top, bringing a mage in the top side, and putting Hailstorm on something a little bit different than his general like split push duty or high duelist duty. Like I think it was a lot of fun to actually see that from them.
Yeah, it does look like we have Fury taking red side, which Eli so rightly predicted. Put Hailstorm on that counter pick. And see if he could create a mismatch. Perfy's just actually like really good at these like tank top laners mitigating losses in lane and then turning them around and somehow scaling. It's pretty impressive. I know he's done that in Gnosis before. I feel like I see him on Ornn doing that before. So uh see if maybe Hailstorm even tries to pick up something like the Trundle early if they don't ban it in the first round. But we will have to see.
Well, that eliminates one of the possibilities that Blitz put up in one of our chats. So now it is impossible for PC Delta to drop down to 7th to play Los Nomadas, I believe. So
Yes, because if PC Delta get reverse swept here, and Fury take the next 2, they will actually play us because we'll be 4 and they'll be 5. Us being BBC.
yes, sir.
So that is what we are hoping for. Still putting all of my points onto Fury for this next game. So draft well for me, guys.
I'm putting all my money on the reverse sweep. Let's go.
All right, we got a silver scrape sometime, right? I feel like it's been a while since we've had that, right?
Oh, true. Yeah,
Honestly,
it would be nice on stream. I think. I feel like.
I know we got 2 out last on Sunday, so that didn't happen then.
Yeah. Maybe they'll pull out Gwen top. If Perfy's gonna be so doubling down
Ooh.
on these tanks, I just say fucking shove Gwen down their throat, and then shove Gwen's secret down their throat. No is no.
As soon as you lock that in against us at the game 2, right? Fluffy
Your
just
camera's so
groaned.
broken.
He's been talking about Gwen so much recently. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, Champ is really good into anything that stacks a lot of HP.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, I made that Champ look way too balanced. The Champ is way more powerful than I feel like I played it.
She's hard. She is. She's very unforgiving. Like if you kind of blow the wrong ability, she just gets hard punished, right? But
Mm-hmm. I mean, I
I
did my
don't.
job during those games, but
Sure. Yep.
but
See if Hailstorm has that
very
in his
strong counter pick.
pocket.
Tank Destroyer, like the best, one of the best tank shredders in the game, and
Hmm.
probably the best one in top lane right now. I think if PC Delta likes the tanks, we just say, haha, where's your tank at? After we do QR, and then we get another Q off, and the tank's dead.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to see them ban the Hui too. That's like Modlock's spamming that in solo duo. He's very comfortable in that pick. So taking that Hui out, I know he'll still pull out stuff like the brand and some of these other control mages as well. So it is difficult to ban him out, but his Hui like still looked really good that game. Offered so much poke. The ults were on point. Oh man, we've already started here. Oh, I won't spoil anything.
Jeez, that bot.
Oops. I had a crystal ball moment. I saw the future.
He saw the future.
Because I have short-term memory loss. I forgot it all. Looks like PC Delta is pretty much sticking to the same bans we saw last game.
This time I'll agree a little bit more with the Camille ban. But it didn't matter last game, so what do I even
It
say?
didn't. Yep. And like I said, there's other options for Hailstorm. If he wants to go with something that is a bit more 1v1 center. But Furry also sticking with the same band. Still have the Sway, Soul, and
There is a
Hecarim.
potential that it's a 4-ban out for Hale because it's on red side. So might feel a little bit bad to have 4 champions banned out.
Unfortunately, I think he's used to it. I think
I know.
everyone just always targets Hailstorm in the bans. It feels so bad.
I know, and then you guys triple banned
us,
me.
us included. Oh yeah, that's true. Top laners are just abused. Let's be honest. They're abused in champ select. They're abused in game. Like
They're the
Let's be real,
masochists
top
of the
laner
league.
lives do not matter. As a top laner, I fully agree
Okay.
that top laner lives do not matter.
I'd just like to say I said the Trundle thing before I saw the spoiler. So yes, they did pick Trundle in the first rotation. I assume they're thinking that Perfect just doesn't have an answer, and they're going to get that good split push in the top lane for Hailstorm.
It is a possible flex to jungle. Don't know how realistic Hobbit plays it. I think I have seen Hobbit
Sure,
play it
yeah,
once
I think
in
you
a while.
probably would.
So I
Historically, with
think they
Hailstorm,
want to rotate it early so that they can have the flex. I do like that.
historically though, Hailstorm doesn't matter if he does not care if
No, he
he's out or
doesn't.
not. He just wants to be able to beat down your turrets in your face
He-
even when he's 2-7. So
He's
yeah,
just here to
this
troll.
tunnel's gonna be annoying.
He's
And
gonna
we've
show
got
him his big
the
stick.
Braum Jin coming out from PC Delta. I know Dark Harvest has played Braum a decent amount. Braum Jin's a little bit weird for as a combo. It's really hard to proc that Braum passive with Jin specifically, but should combo pretty well with the Viego.
I think
Actually,
they did it because of the concussive passive where it takes 4. 1, 2,
Oh, okay,
3,
sure.
4.
Yep.
Yeah,
That,
it's a
that makes
4
sense.
combo. The best type of combo.
Jinx coming out from Fury
Ooh,
Furry.
we have another high AD jungler for PC Delta with Viego, and then hitting him with the Jinx, the hyper scaling Jinx.
I wish they kind of stuck with the Kaisa. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the Kai'Sa actually looked pretty good. I think
Yeah, but it was
Mega
very
League actually
solid at it.
played it fairly well for the position that he was in. He was pumping out a lot of damage, so I kind of agree. We'll just have to see what Fury Fury actually draft alongside it.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. I think Jinx is just a really good like win con. Usually, like very solid. Can always like be a late game destroyer. So I guess they want that. But now they're
I'm-
picking up the Lux. So they're keeping this Trundle as flexed as humanly possible by leaving This could either be jungle counterpick or top counterpick. I really like this
Yep.
from Furry Fury.
And
And
this
we're
is what I'm
hitting him with
looking
the
Ooh.
for.
Susan.
Battle of the
Uh-oh.
We're
Bonk!
hitting him with
Battle
the
of the
Susan.
Bonk!
I would really like to see a very strong early game top laner into this.
Yeah, I think realistically, in a perfect world, you flex that Trundle jungle, right?
I
I'm
think
not
we hit
sure.
him with the volley top. Hit him with the volley.
Okay. I don't know. You're more of a top layer than I am as far as what counters Nasus. It feels like everything counters Nasus until nothing counters Nasus. So I don't, you know.
It kinda does happen. What ends up happening is more of a lane state manipulation, which, to be fair, I think Hale is good enough. Oh,
Ooh,
we shoved the volley.
okay.
I knew it. Oh yeah,
Okay.
volley's great. He can drain tank Susan really well. Is the thing
Yeah.
because his W just keeps on perma. His shield plus W, so he just Qs on top of the volley bear. The volley bear Qs on top of the Nasus. And then he E's and that slows the Nasus. Nasus like can't really get away, and he just W's and he's just slow. He just slowly beats the Nasus into the ground. As it gets later and later, it gets harder and harder for Volibear to win. But as long as Volibear's tanky enough, he kind of just wins.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
what I kind
weird.
of assumed. Because Volibear doesn't like he likes attack speed, obviously, but he doesn't need attack speed because he can just sit there and W you until he heals everything and you lose everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Oh, I'm I'm actually so surprised that I predicted that correctly.
No, that was you had your own crystal ball moment.
I guess so.
I'm sorry, did someone just put 19,000 on the Fairy Fury?
I'm betting against the odds on this one. I'm willing to
What?
steal
Free
some
I
point!
have
Free
to go with
point!
the free
amount of
call.
money.
No, I need Fairy Fury to win this.
I gotta.
I am
if
hedging my
these-
bets every time.
I will
Sorry.
say, like stark improvement to Fairy Fury's comp for me personally.
Yeah.
This comp seems like it has much more of an identity. You have your good split pusher up in the top lane for Hailstorm. You have your consistent damage with Jinx. You have the pick potential with Lux. You can kind of peel pretty well with the Thresh. It just makes a lot more sense. But PC Delta does have a bit of a range advantage if they can get past the Lux. My lock over the way, we just saw him do excellent on it. Jin has that pick potential. We'll have to see how hard those Jin nerfs come in this
I'm
game.
hoping to
But
see some not I'm hoping there's not Trundle Lux anti synergy, but Trundle Lux synergy. Because you can just pillar
yeah,
somebody and then they can't move and then it's a free binding. And then it's a free ER and the person just gets popped. But
yes.
obviously other things might be on their mind right now.
I think like in a perfect world, you probably just play like a 1-3-1, right? Like you just throw Trundle on the same side as the objective, you put Bollybear on the opposite, and you just
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
thinking the same
try
thing. You just
to
hard split it.
because obviously Gnosis can match one of them, but who matches the other? Hawaii can just try to clear the wave as fast as possible and back up. But
Yeah, I do agree. I think because like Trundle, the thing about like Trundle Volibear is that they take so hard to kill off in side lanes. I feel like with
Mhm.
this team, it's kind of hard. They don't have a lot of like percentage health damage besides I feel like Hwei realistically, and then Nasus takes some time to get his stacks up, and
yeah,
if he has to first get out of laning phase, might be rough. So I'm hoping to see Trundle shadow this Volibear because the only thing that is very annoying to face against this Nasus is you're facing his Nasus and you're not able to beat him into the ground during laning phase because he's getting covered by his jungler. We can just 2v2 fight as Furry Fury and win. Like we just win the 2v2 fights.
yeah, this is definitely a
Great up.
Grubs game for Fury Fury.
Oh
They
yeah,
should
we
just
want
focus
grubs
that top
so
side.
badly.
If they manage to get those 6 grubs, like it is going to be tough stopping those two from just taking your entire base.
They can just macro the hell out of them with that.
Yeah, it is going to be that. It's going to be macro. It's like can Gnosis, properly rotate and not get caught trying to be an objective and Trundle just takes your entire base. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of the burden of execution is gonna be on Furry Fury for being patient to execute this type of comp if they're gonna do a 1-3-1-esque, which maybe they don't necessarily need to, but I think
yeah, they don't actually have to. They can just do a 4-1 with Trundle. Like I said, I think you pointed out the Trundle pillar with Lux combo is pretty good. Makes Thresh easier to hit his, right?
Yeah.
So they do have a lot of like long range setup, but they do have a lot of skill shots that need to land. So,
Yeah.
but
It'll be interesting to see.
yep.
But hopefully, I think. Well, we need. Depending on how this goes, I think you need Furry Fury to win the reverse sweep for best case scenario, right? For you guys? Or what's the best case?
Yes.
Or do
I think
you
no 2-1 or 2-0. I think doesn't matter,
I'm
at least
unsure.
for us. We would have had to have beat you guys in one game on Sunday. If we took it to 2-1, then it would have mattered. But
I
uh,
think if PC Delta lose we get reverse swept, you guys play PC Delta.
yeah, that's correct. Yep. So we'd be 4th seed because we'd win the division, and then PCW Delta would be 5th seed, so we'd play them. But
Okay.
otherwise, we will be playing Los
Nomados.
Nomados, which is funny because actually the last 2 years I played Los Nomados.
And
I
we
guess it was semifinals. Well, we lost
Yeah.
them the first time, and then we beat them the second time. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
fitting that we run into them again the third time in playoffs. So I think if the world is correct, it's well, we're just gonna play them again, right? Like it feels like
And then
every
you gotta
time.
lose again because it's an odd season.
Yeah,
Or it's even
yeah.
odd.
I thought I
Oh, it's an even season.
it's,
My bad. My
it's
bad.
even. So
Even. I'm dumb. Sorry.
Season 5. But
Oh, it is. Wait,
yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah.
dumb.
Yeah. Season 5. Yeah. Don't second guess
Holy
yourself.
Holy crap!
It's
I
definitely a
gaslit
Los Tomatos
myself.
season.
I gaslit myself. Jesus.
I was just happy to get out of the division with them, so I have to play them twice. But little did I know.
Yeah, everybody's saying that Stoners Nation region was gonna be the weakest or something, and then
I thought
suddenly
ours was going to be the strongest, but
and
we
then
were
we
the
have
weakest.
Chumbas, and then we have Go Kings, and we have us in this region, and we're
Yeah,
all above
you guys
500.
are strong. Yeah.
We go 0-4 against our division, but they're
Hold on,
invading.
Dark Harvest getting caught. Redacted does have the hook. Could he catch someone looking for a different
Oh.
target? Not gonna get it. Barely misses it. Hailstorm calling down the
Still takes a
storm.
lot
Gonna
of
try to
damage.
find it. Forces
Oh,
the
no,
flash out of Dark Harvest.
Don't think he
I
actually
don't. Did I miss what Doug threw? Did he take Q there, miss, or did he
took
take E?
He
He took E. Okay, that's. I was just confused. I know
think
like
Dark
starting.
Harvest convinced himself it was Q, because if it was Q, I could understand flashing, but he threw E.
Yeah, there wasn't going to be any other follow up after Volibear hit the E, right? Like nothing else was going to happen
No.
to him, so he was
The
probably
entire
fine
team
just to
would
walk
be
that
fine.
out.
Yeah, I
But
think so. It is what it is.
Yep.
Little micro adjustments or whatever. Sometimes it's better to make a call instantly than to think about it for a second and try to calculate it. By that
True.
time, it's too late.
I think it ultimately works out for red side anyways, because they at least managed to drop the wards also on blue side jungle, so they at least know where the vehicle is starting. So Tony having a little
Big fan
bit
of
of
this
information.
is for Hailstorm's team. They want to give him as much information as possible so they can use this matchup. Oh, already getting a really nice chunk.
Well, that's not
50%.
fun.
Yeah, Volibear be doing that this season. And he keeps on getting procced by the Volibear passive as well.
Yeah, I didn't
Unfortunate
get
games
to
don't
see one of the problems I think people do. Oh, let's see if they can do the level 2 here.
Oh, don't know
Not
that
quite.
Nothing there. But one of the things that a lot of top laners do against Volibear is they'll take bone plating into him, thinking that you can just
It's
stop the
not
whole Q.
good.
But you can't, right? Because you just get procced with the electrocute. It just procs bone plating and it does nothing for you. So second one definitely is better.
Oh yeah, significantly better.
You there.
I've done it by accident sometimes because I'm
Yeah.
just like autopiloting. I'm like, I'm such an idiot.
The very first time. Yeah.
And you're just like, it just feels like pain. But usually I'm playing Renekton, and I know that matchup like pretty thoroughly at this point, so I am allowed to make that mistake most of the time. But this Nasus is already feeling the pressure a little bit. That second, I believe Perfy is running second wave. His HP would not be
Yep,
as healthy. If he
that's what I thought too. I didn't see it proc yet. I don't know if it was just because of the camera or he actually did. So that'd be another.
We're doing, I believe this is a 4-wave crash, and then we should just probably back here, because there's really nothing else we can do besides letting the wave bounce out, and we might as well reset.
Both top laners
Gale's
are going to.
back. doing
run
exactly what I'm talking about,
into.
doing dropping a ward and then probably backing. Oh,
I bet he hangs around and they contest the scuttle. You've got Trundle on the top side of the map
He
there.
is stronger. I actually don't mind that. I think they really should contest the scuttle.
I think Diego's just gonna have the scuttle. I think he's probably gonna kill
Actually, though,
them.
taking down
Oh.
extremely low, gonna have to flash out. The ignite taking him down might not be enough. Yup, but director camera decided that's not gonna be it. Instead, we're gonna watch the contest
Hobbit's in a
as
little bit of a...
Tony
oh, wait.
able to secure that, but Hobbit trying to beat it
Oh.
down. Not gonna be enough. Tony able to secure the first blood solo dolo for the jungler for the side of PC Delta.
Yeah, we got a little bit too overzealous there.
Yeah, I think if you're Hailstorm, you probably just walk down there and just help me Trundle out, right?
Oh, but he can just
Hailstorm
pop him.
on the
Oh,
fight,
oh
able
my
to
God,
turn it
we're
right
low HP.
around. The
I think
volley
Perky
bear already
dies here as
starting
well.
to get big. He's trying to chase him down. Hailstorm flashes in, able to get the
Oh.
ghost out of Perfy.
Get the ghost.
Nicely done.
That was way too overzealous. What are we doing there?
Definitely.
We Volley Bear E does so much damage early. Probably does like 125 or something. If you get hit by that plus Q and W, you just die. And Diego was like,
Plus on top of the shield, right?
Yeah, and
Like
the
it's such a
shield.
versatile ability that it offers so much when you can hit both yourself and the enemy with it.
oh, and that's gotta feel really bad for Perfy. Now, Volley Bear has double buffs, so he can just run him down.
Oh my
And
god.
then
Oh,
keep Perfy.
jeez, the damage.
And
Just
look
one
at that wave. This
combination.
has gotta feel terrible for Perfy. He also just TP'd. Hale still has TP up.
Oh yeah, he did. I
Hobbit,
needed
hold
This is
TP.
on.
a travesty.
here.
I'm sorry for talking about top lane so much, chat.
I mean,
But
it's
this
where all
is
the action's really happening right now. Aside
very
from the bot
important. I
side.
think he's just dead here. Maybe
Yeah,
he
Perfy's gonna
lives.
end up getting chased down. There's
That
no way
W
he can
wither.
live here. That slow is, you think it would
Just
be enough, but
barely
nope,
lets him
keep
live.
going.
Barely.
Oh, nice. He doesn't have
Yeah,
the
but he's just like, that wave state is so pain. This is exactly what I was talking about before draft. Is good.
I mean,
Top layers will punish Nasus by putting into a perma freeze and deny stacks and XP. That's like kind of what you do against Nasus. You don't really care about pushing it in as much because you just want to get an XP and gold lead first, and then you can just expand the XP and gold lead. You need to get it first before you can abuse it.
Hailstorm has it back though. So if he
Yeah.
does want to use that gold lead, he's gonna have to use the gold.
I think
Armin's
he's
going
really just
super
abusing
aggressive,
red
managed
buff
to live the
plus
concussive
buff.
blows, trying to stand on
He
top of
dropped
the
the
lantern.
trap!
Not gonna be
Oh,
able
well
to get
played
on
by
top of it.
Console.
Ming able to get it, but Perfy gonna be solo doloed up in the top side by Hailstorm on this Volley Bear 2-0-0 for the
That was
Fury
too
top
funny.
laner.
I'm sorry, that was too funny. Really well played there by Console, dropping the, I think he dropped, was that Dark Harvest
dropped
or
the-
Console that dropped the ward? And then
No,
the
it
trap.
Yeah, they tried dropping both so he couldn't click.
That was really well played. I think it forced out the barrier, but Hailstorm canceling 2 autos and then killing Murphy was one of the funniest things I've seen. You just had the arm like waving about like he was about to pet the Nasus or something. Oh,
Yeah,
but
but
VG
VG
Doug is
immediately onto the
caught
mod
out.
block, gonna get caught up in the ult. VG Doug trying to shield himself, trying to stop video to stop the ulti, but now Hungry Hobby
Volley
going
Bear's
for the
here.
re-engage.
Ooh,
Ult
good
coming
dodge.
out, barely misses on the Tony, but they're gonna continue to chase on the mod block. They're trying to find now the jungler, not gonna be able to find the Viego, gonna be able to turn it around, able to
Volley
mitigate
Bear
that Fury.
still
Fury
has it
still
back.
ahead.
Yeah, Hailstorm probably just needs to use that gold. He has the TP. Please just get it off.
He's going to use the, probably going to use the TP back. I'm curious.
And they
how
can
much
fight for
money-
grubs if they get this TP back,
Yeah.
back in time, right? But the Viego and the Hoy are definitely on it. So I have to go quick.
I think he's going the funny,
Roll a Flicker Blade.
Certainly.
Flicker
Yeah, at this
Blade.
point, right? You're 2-0,
Yeah.
you're definitely just gonna go
I
it.
think afterwards, in my opinion, you should also probably go Unending Despair,
No
especially
way.
to make it impossible for Nasus to move you out of lane.
Sure.
Because you have W, healing plus shield plus Unending Despair, and then you can go like Spirit Massage 4th item, I think would be really broken.
I feel bad for
just
this
to empower all
Nasus right
those
now.
things, but-
He just keeps
I
getting
don't. I
beaten
hate Nasus.
down.
I
I'm
do
gonna
not
have
feel
to
bad for
agree.
that.
I don't feel bad at all.
I feel bad from the sake of just being in the top lane and just knowing what you got to deal with. But Tony's now coming
I
up here
think
to
he just
save his
turns-
three-headed dog.
think he can
Hailstorm's
kill
looking
both
to
here.
save it.
I don't know
and
how-
he does not
much
have
you
the
really want
ult
this
though.
fight.
He's gonna turn onto the Viego instead, trying to turn around. They cannot stop this Volley Bear. Hat emote with the Pengu gonna be showing that you just don't want to bother coming up in this top lane. It's already over.
Oh my god, and the CS lead is turning really terrifying right now.
This is looking
Oh, we
grim,
cannot
man.
save this Murphy. Volibear R is about to come up, and Perfy's saying he's dead. He's straight up dead. I think Hale just drops E into R.
Yep.
ER immediately goes in.
ER
Power
dead.
dives, loses the
Goes.
aggro, and just wants to walk it out. Cool
Does
guys
take
don't
a
look at
decent amount of damage,
explosions. Hailstorm getting another kill. Solo Dolo on the top side. 3-0-0.
Bot lane should just be satisfied with scaling. We really don't need to fight or do anything here. We just need to play ultra safe. Our top laner is hard winning right now. Playing for top lane / grubs.
Quite literally, what you want to have happen eventually on these fights is it's going to be like not console. Wow, I'm completely blanking on it. You just want you want Hailstorm to eventually just be that big brawling force that can just go in front of everybody, and then it's just gonna be laying down the damage from the back line with the Lux and the Jinx. I'm just really curious to see how they're gonna be able to really fully
First item, 9 minutes. Rod of Ages for Hailstorm. That is how you know you are ahead.
I wonder how that's going to be able to work into the composition of Braum, Jhin with opening up the curtain, the amount of disruption that can come out of Modlock on the way. I'm very curious to see how they're going to do this into the composition. But right now, Furry looking like the team on top.
If Furry plays this like they should never care about team fights, and they should just be like, yeah, Volibear's stronger than Nasus. We're going to run it down the side lanes. We're going to just like keep on pressuring the side lanes. You have to send 3. You can't send just Diego and Nasus. I kill. And as I say this, BG Duck looking like he might just be dead. Oh, wait,
trying to get the laser, trying to return the kill, but not going to be able to do so. Modlock getting that solo dolo in the mid lane, and it's looking like we're looking at a dive potentially in this bot side. They're PC Delta looking kind of desperate for some of the plays here they're trying to get.
Yeah, I don't know if PC Delta can really do this dive. Very full HP plus barrier.
It's gonna be tough with 6s on both of them.
Here we
It
go.
looks like
Curtains open. Not gonna miss. Get the first. Hits the second. Hits the third. Viego's in. Hits the fourth shot. Hitting the target, but not gonna be the one you're looking for. Dark Harvest not gonna be able to get hit. Walks away. Tony. One more redacted returns the kill, but no credit to me.
I mean, look at Trundle. Trundle's just taking his camps out from underneath him. I think they could just turn this into a dive afterwards, possibly. And Nasus has Ari. It might be a little risky.
Yeah, I mean, Simpson there could have just walked away. He kind of walked up and just autoed the Thresh there for no reason, and then just takes 2.
He wants the Nasus ult to come out first. Nasus ult, that should be the Trundle ult coming out to be able to help. Furby just getting absolutely eviscerated. No, Trundle ult was actually used. Yep. So this is right now not looking good for the side of PC Delta.
I think Hungry Hobbit was waiting for Nasus. As long as Nasus R's first, Nasus loses. That's kind of just how it goes. Trundle always wants to R after Nasus R's.
Yeah, I see a flame horizon on the horizon in
our
top
future.
lane.
Not looking fun at all.
This is not feeling great, and also this CS lead is, while we have 2 kills as Diego, there is a bit of CS and XP discrepancy. Oh man,
this is unfightable for...
Oh,
Diego
maybe
just
they need to pick off
onto the lug. Here we go. H2 Modlock getting locked up immediately by Hailstorm, getting the target. He's so low. They're trying to get him. VG Doug not going to be able to hit the laser. Tony going to be able to secure the first kill on the Hungry Hobby using the Viego. Going to be able to keep the resets. It's going to be enough if they shut down Hailstorm. Double kill going to Viego. But Viego giving up a kill over the mingling right after. 3 for 2. And that's still going to be Fury on top.
I think Tony forgot that he's way squishier in Viego form than he is in Volibear form. If he kept Volibear form, I think he at least kills Redacted there.
Yeah, and it was a great rotation by both Being and Redacted. You saw that Console C actually stayed down there in that bot lane. And because of that, Being was able to get there in time to help clean up that fight, because if he's not there, you know, Fury just lose that, right? I mean, Viego just gets a reset, they just take it, right? But since Being was there, he's able to pump that damage out and
no
turn that
Trundle. Looking for the grubbies or the top laner. Which would we get? I think we get the top laner into grubbies.
Hopefully both. Yeah.
I think that should always be the play.
Oh, this is another unfortunate gank up in the top side with the Ghost plus Wither. Going to be enough to get him away.
Grubbies actually for that.
Yeah, that's probably
there. We can't really fight that now, which is unfortunate. Well played by.
You still can't fight this with the 6-in-1 volley.
They can't. They really honestly.
They should be able to. I want to see volley just go in on this. No ulti, but comes. Pervy's now walking down, looking for Hailstorm. They turn on the Hungry Hobbit. Hailstorm now turning around, trying to find the target, but not gonna be enough. They shred him down. It's gonna be enough. Shred and boom.
His R
That's actually
literally was
not gonna
just
be the
coming
way
off a
getting that
cooldown.
kill.
They got way
Viego
too
gonna be able to get
overzealous.
it. I saw what Hailstorm was trying to do. He was trying to wait for it, but wait, Viego going over the wall with the altered form. Oh, gonna be able to get it now. This Viego's starting to look just as big as the Volibear.
He is. Don't you just love reset champions, Smile?
Yeah. And Hailstorm, like, okay, yeah, he is ahead. He was 6-1 in that fight, but
We did.
I mean, look at the items. Like, right, he's just trying to hit that 2-item power spike. He's still really squishy. So, if you get locked down, it's just not gonna go well.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I also just think once we went for the top play and we saw that we were at a numbers disadvantage because Nasus could rotate, we just have to see the objective. We just have to understand that we can't do that. I also think the timer also wouldn't have worked anyways if we went for the objective first because our Lux was on a reset, and maybe we would have had to communicate it because Lux only tweeted it afterwards, I believe. So I think they messed up their
going down on
tempo
that
there,
dragon. They definitely need to trade this dragon. They lost all 6 grubs and the Rotero. They have to take this dragon and threaten Soul Point in the next one.
Yeah, this Nasus still has a viable way to get back into this game. Nasus is always kind of like one of those things that can get back into this game. Unfortunately. That's why I hate the chance. Also
Yeah,
hate
he's catching
Viego,
back
my brother.
up.
Reset mechanics are so different. And I
He's
think we're
dead.
dead.
Oh,
All he needs to do is hit the W or
Take his-
the wave.
No ult yet. He's
Modlog's ult's coming off cooldown right now, so.
Oh, I think if we're staying as Lux. This is playing with fire. We need to stay out of vision if we're gonna check. Oh, I can't believe Modlock didn't stay. He could have easily just.
Yeah, I think Doug was trying to ult the wave there just to clear it before he backed. And
enough, yeah.
Yep, Perfy's just gonna hold this wave and try to farm. That's what Nats is gonna do. This is how he gets back into the game, and that's gonna be kind of annoying.
Perfect knows that his ult's on a really short cooldown, even level 1, so he can just ult there.
Look how
and
fast
just-
it's coming up already.
Yeah, I know, it's awful. They made that change quite a while ago now, and people have theory crafted like, oh, you just ult on Nasus, kind of like you do on Lux right now, like, just ult. Ultimate, or Q the minions, and it'll be back up in like 40 seconds, so.
Yeah. We do have double cloth armor, but I'm curious where we're gonna go third item on our Volibear. Game is still in the balance.
If I had to guess, it's probably a Frozen Heart, right? I feel like that makes the most sense with the Viego Nasus.
Yeah. I mean, we are probably kind of mana hungry, but also that's why we have Rod of Ages, just because of the passive that changes damage into mana. So I think we should be going on Inmate so that we get more HP, which
We do have Redacted though here, finding Dark Harvest, bringing them down to low health. The rest of the teammates are coming down as well. Mid laners start to roam down. They're gonna be looking for it. Modlock opening up the curtains from console C, able to find the first one, second one, gonna hit the third. It doesn't need it, but it's gonna be able to curve around the Thrush. And the Thrush and Jinx both going down as the rest of the members start to fall. Delta absolutely decimating over Fury. Fury going in, trying to find Fiji. Doug, Tony's looking for a reset. Boom, gone. And now it's going to be Tony going in. That's Peace and Delta now. Absolutely looking crazy, and these fights are now looking crazy in this game.
If I was the Volibear, I'd just be like, my entire team died. How can play? What
Yeah,
did
I
you
don't-
do?
This is
Even
the
though what
epitome
happened.
of every solo queue top laner's life right now, where you're like, oh, I'm 6-1, we got the turret up the top left side, what's going on the right? And it's like everywhere else is just on fire.
Yeah, 100%. Everywhere else does feel on fire. And I mean, it is the game. Oh, and we're...
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Console able to take that kill. I was gonna say, you mentioned it, where it's like, oh yeah, the Volibear had a 2,000 gold lead. Oh, shut down. Nicely done to be able to take out Tony, and they're gonna be able to take out Quay here too. And I think Hobbit's gonna be able to get this next one. Braum getting taken down. Whoa, PC Delta just giving up the kills. I guess they want to extend this game a little bit longer. But I was gonna say that it's like it was a 2,000 gold lead up in that top side, directed only strictly for the Volibear. But notice how it was like a 700 gold lead for Fury that entire time. They had a 2,000
I guess
gold
the
lead.
Flame
in that
Horizon
top
isn't
side.
gonna happen. What the fuck?
Nah,
I've been lied to.
Yeah,
Also,
Perfy's
damn.
stable
Oh no,
too.
Hobbit found
Oh,
Perfy, but
geez.
Perfy able to get away. Ghost needed, but it's gonna be just enough.
Yeah, he's still really weak. Even with the Warden's Mail, he still wasn't able to put any damage realistically back onto him. Yeah, that's gotta feel pretty bad. But
Yeah, they just need to get some kills onto their carries. Like Deluxe being 1-2, Jinx 1-2. It's just like they're so far behind compared to their counterparts that they just need gold to be able to get these fights off.
yeah, I think we need to do more of a 4-1 at this point. And just Dark Harvest.
Hobbit gonna end up
completely
finding
caught out
Dark
here.
Harvest.
This
Dark
might also
Harvest
get
knowing that
Console
other
Seed
members
caught
are
out
around,
as well.
but he's gonna be the sacrificial lane. As Mingling's gonna be able to take that kill. Jinx finally getting another one under their belt.
Yeah, great
He'll be able to
pick.
get that tankiness online, and then he becomes a little
He
bit
should
more
be
annoying.
sitting on a decent amount of gold. We've seen him on those specific items for a while now, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he should.
oh,
Yeah, Frozen Heart's done. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I knew he was sitting on a decent amount. Didn't know how much. Frozen Heart comes online. He's going to be a lot harder to kill from this
I'd
House of
really
Diego.
like to see probably like a Spirit Massage and then
Yeah, definitely Spirit
Unfair
Visage next,
Lap,
right?
maybe? But I mean, you could go like damage. You could even go Zonian if you really want to.
I don't think Zonius is that bad, especially when you ult in. Eventually, the Zonius would be a bad pickup.
It helps
but-
for cooldowns as well, because you can just pop all your cooldowns, do like a couple autos with Flicker Blades, and then
Modlock.
Modlock being
Modlock
down
looking
here
a
by the
little bit
side of
put
Fury
down.
Fury, and that's unfortunate as he gets taken down by BG Doug. Tony trying to find another member there. Mingling is able to get away, flashing out. Hungry Hobby going to be able to take that kill. Now Fury finally takes some kills, but that's going to be the curtains open as Console C is now going to be trying to cancel that out as Hailstorm, though, finding Dark Harvest all alone, able to get the concussive blows. He's going to be able to stun him up, but it's not going to be able to save his life. Dark Harvest now becoming his own stack as the Mingling is able to take that kill.
I usually wouldn't say that Chemtech drags or souls are actually that, well, I don't say that soul is really that good, but I'd say the Chemtech drags gotta feel kind of nice for the Volibear team, because Volibear is just gonna heal more on his W, and Eve are gonna do more shielding, and he gets more tenacity, which is like against a Braum plus Diego and the rest of this team, I'd say feels a lot better. I'd also really like to see Hale switch off of Ionian later into Mercs, because holy crap, they have so much CC.
Yeah, they do. I'm sure he's just doing that for the lane
It's like
prior,
the
right?
lane, yeah.
Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, switch those out. It is unfortunate. Like everyone memes on the Chemtech Soul, and last game it was a Hextech Soul, which is one of the better ones. So maybe just an unlucky draw there, but it is going to be
It doesn't feel
kind
that
of nice.
bad though for. I feel like.
Right? Yeah. It honestly, it just doesn't feel. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
like hard to tell like what it's actually doing. Like all the other ones are like you go like, oh, you have a shield, or oh, you have this like extra damage, but that one's just like.
Or it's hard to get
Did
caught
it
with drags.
do stuff?
Drags or whatever.
Yeah.
Cloud drags. But yeah, it is really very hard to tell if it's actually doing something.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, it was good of Fury to find those picks there. PC Delta just were disrespecting Fury.
I think that we might just be dead
right
here.
now. Fury's also trying
We
to
also have Flicker
on the
Blades, which means our Q is
dropped
up
onto
firm.
him. Ult comes out.
we're not
There's
taking
Tony
any
now
damage
looking to
from
help
it,
him,
unfortunately.
but Hailstorm able to take that
Andre.
kill, and this is going to be the
Oh.
first kill secured as Console's able to take that shutdown. Now they're looking for more members. Tony trying to walk away, but not going to be able to do so as Hailstorm goes in, punches down, but Modlock able to cause the explosion as the ultimate comes down, is able to take out Hailstorm. That's PC Delta now able to take out 2 for the sacrifice of Perfy, and actually I'm surprised there's no turn to the Baron here, but they look like they don't want to. Yeah, nope, here we go. Now they're starting it.
I think
You
Lux's
have
gonna need
vision.
teleport. I think Lux should teleport on the pink, maybe?
It depends how much. Yeah, she just needs to lay down the poke. If she was gonna TP, she needs to do it early.
And yes,
But
she
it's
needs to
too
go.
late at this point.
Yeah, I mean maybe this is enough poke. I mean we
True.
do have W.
They're just doing a lot of damage. Baron is shredding. Yeah, they got the
Baron plus
reset.
the W from Jinx.
Yeah.
That poke is actually way more serious than I thought it'd be. I thought they could do it without. I mean, I guess good job by
Yeah, good hold.
Furry Fury for not pulling the trigger and using a resource. Actually, I was just straight up wrong. That was they played it correctly.
just didn't feel like they had the poke, but Jinx able to land a couple of
Jinx
slows
lets
and
Baron
and
shred, I
Baron.
think.
Yeah, Baron just did enough.
I think
so-
Baron also
and,
shreds your MR and armor. I'm not 100%
maybe
certain.
one of the types does. I don't really remember what they did.
I just know that they made Baron a bit stronger.
Yeah. At the same time, you also have a Jin, not the
Not
best
taker.
Baron taker in the world, so it does make sense. He doesn't even have the IE done yet. He looks like he's working towards it right now, as the Collector and the Rapid Fire Cannon. I like that build way more than the Stack Shiv build. I know Stack Shiv is pretty good, but the Static Shiv Rapid Fire, man, it feels bad every time I see it. It just like
It feels
does
like you're
nothing.
shooting them with the pea shooter.
Yeah, like you get 4 Ps, great. Like I don't know.
They're all peas in a pod.
But yeah, we should be looking toward this dragon. Dragon coming up in minute 25. Hopefully they start getting some vision down over there. Because this soul for Furry, if they can pick it up.
I think Redacted and Ming should clear this wave and then insta back to get wards. Because we do have 3 wards in, but we should probably finish out that item into getting some pings.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like that is what they're gonna
We
do.
also have
so-
synchronized souls, so we get a faster back. That's actually so good.
Oh no,
Oh,
they
no, we
canceled their
did it back.
backs.
Modlock, be
Modlock.
careful. Hobbit ends up finding Modlock. Modlock able to use the fear to get them away, taking a decent chunk of damage as the ultimate is dropped on the Hungry Hobbit. Gonna take him
we're
down.
so bad.
Modlock
Oh,
turning that
yeah.
around with the help of the Jin, able to take that kill. That's so unfortunate for Hungry Hobbit.
I
I think-
wouldn't go on Baron here if I was. I mean, it's kind of close. I think you could realistically go on Baron.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Oh,
getting caught on
no.
the back. That's gonna be a Jinx getting caught too. Tony
my
gonna be
God.
able to
Yeah.
take that kill on the Jinx. That's probably gonna be the soul and the potentially the Baron too.
Well, they'll be the drag. Obviously, they're not gonna get soul. They're denying soul. That's
Oh, sorry,
so
that's PC
terrible.
Delta. Whoops.
This feels so terrible for Furry Fury. We just
That was-
lost our soul.
Very questionable.
Yeah.
It feels like Hungry Hobbit should have just been on the bot side of the map there, helping get vision for the dragon that was coming up.
100%
He's also really squishy. If you look at his build, it's very 1v1 focused. I would like to have seen him go towards a like Sunder and Sky kind of build.
I think we honestly could have just turned on Baron with Volibear plus Trundle, and Volibear can just stay on Baron for so long.
Maybe
I guess
there
it
is a
under
ward.
vision.
But
It's the pink
it's
doesn't
control
see
ward.
that as
It
ward.
doesn't. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't X'd out. So yeah, they would have seen it started there.
So I didn't see that, but
Hailstorm should
if
just
that
take this
wasn't there, I
turret.
think they could've- Yeah, the turret should. Yeah.
They're already sending 2 members up
Oh,
towards
yeah.
Maybe
it.
it isn't.
Able
He
to
just doesn't do a lot of
land.
tower damage. NASA's just getting to free side lane though. This is kind of taking
I think this is
time.
what happened a few weeks ago with Perfy, where Perfy was very far behind and then just side lane, and the other team wasn't able to end the game, and Perfy just kind of rolled people over.
Yeah, I feel like this sounds like we might. It sounds like we're getting a little bit dipped with the rest.
Here comes the curtains, opened up, Redacted being found, 2nd shot lands, 3rd shot lands, is the 4th gonna be enough?
Oh,
Constable on a
yeah,
rampage as he
I-
manages to land all 4 shots. H2O Modlock found
Yeah,
by
but look at
Hailstorm,
the volley
and that's
there.
gonna be the kill.
We
And
have to kill
PC Delta
everybody.
looking really crazy. His Hobbit though
Okay.
gonna be going down the Dark Harvest. Tony though gonna be able to take the first soul, getting the resets. Hailstorm though, between 2 different
my
members,
God.
and did so much healing. That's insanity. Able to try to get away, and it's still gonna be taking so much. 527,
Oh my God.
343. Can they even stop him? 660. That was absolute insanity. The man literally nearly healed 1600 in that one go. Oh my
Oh,
God.
and now
But
he has
still
Spirit
PC Delta
Visage.
able to take it.
If PC Delta saw that healing and don't insta back and get Grievous, I don't know what we're doing.
They're
Yeah,
trolling
the
at that
Nasus has
point.
507 stacks, so this Nasus is getting seriously scary. I think, do you know what Hale's probably gonna do? He probably is gonna go on and do this record. He's like, ooh, I was healing a lot. Let me heal more.
Yeah, that was quite scary. I mean, it was really good that he found that pick on the mod block. I mean, I didn't think it'd be that close. I thought he was kind of trolling trying to take that 1v2. I know there wasn't much for him to go or many places for him to go there, but yeah, he surprised me. That champion always surprises me with what it's
Champion
able to do
is
with that.
so, my god. Into certain champs, Volibear can just be like, I hate this champ so much. It's
Yeah.
still so unplayable.
But
But I also
Nasus is
think we should-
back in the game.
I honestly think we. I guess we weren't tanky enough to do it. 'Cause I just say we could have shoved Gwen here. Gwen shits on Nasus throughout every stage of the game and scales better than him still.
Oh,
Oh, we're kind of caught out here.
Doesn't end
Wait,
up finding them.
but
Hobby
Tony
takes
used
the
the black
lantern.
code to go over. Oh no.
Huh.
That is a little. That's gotta feel a little bit bad. If we had our Viego between the Trundle and the rest of our team, the Trundle either dies or has to use Flash. But we used Blast
that was
Plant.
a good. That was a good lantern though by Redactor to get him
It
out.
was a very good lantern. But I just saw the Blast Plant from Viego made it so that they didn't at least burn Flash. It felt like we could have burned Flash from the Trundle at least there. But I
Yeah,
guess
I think this
no.
Jin is also getting
Oh,
very
we're-
scary. He's at 3.5 items.
Ollie, we're going Thornmail instead. I don't know how much healing I care about on Nasus.
It's because you wanted the
Only
other
though being
spare,
able to
but
find
that's
Hungry
not
Robin being a
bad.
whisper main in
Dead.
console C, able to take out the Furry jungler, and now Hailstorm here looking to go and fight 1v3, taking a lot of damage, but that's probably gonna be it. Tony though going down, VG Doug going on a killing spree, and now they're able to chase him down. Mingling trying to get something there, taking the threat lane, gonna be able to chase down Modlock, and he's able to find it, get taken down by the Q, but that's gonna be a lot of damage coming down. Curtains open, gonna go golden, gonna be able to try to deflect a little bit of the damage. Modlock trying to do a little bit more fighting, and none of the bullets landing from the curtain opening up.
Big dive
Fury
for that,
Fury's
by the way.
still in this.
If he gets hit by that force shot, this Jin one shot with that force shot, by the way, there. It's crazy. This Jin does so much damage, but we just absolutely got destroyed in that team fight.
Yeah, Hailstorm, I think that was his first quote-unquote team fight, and yeah, he puts out damage, right?
And he's
he was able to get
impossible to
so
kill if
much
they
down.
have front line.
Yeah, that was good. Man, Hungry Hobbit, he's so squishy, right? I mean, it's just impossible for him to do anything this game. He's basically an ult bot to soften up a target at that point.
I think it's Furry. We're just waiting for our Jinx to get online. Once our Jinx gets online, we kinda have better scaling. Well,
She is lacking a lot of attack speed.
Slow.
Yeah,
I know,
I was gonna say, she has nothing.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh,
I'm
they
like,
actually have Perfect here. They're opting to fight with a full team. VG Doug though being found, gonna use the laser, able to land on the Modlock, but it's not gonna be enough as they're able to go in. Hailstorm finding them from behind. Tony trying to find VG Doug. VG Doug going to get shut down. That's gonna be the Braum ulti going on to Hailstorm. They're trying to take him down now, but that's gonna be PC Delta now trying to disengage. They're trying to find another target. Redacted getting hit. The Jinx Rocket not gonna be able to do any damage. And Hungry Hobbit going in the back, but not gonna be able to get anyone perfectly able to take that kill. And that's gonna be Redacted now trying to use the hook to be able to get away. But Hailstorm gonna be able to find Modlock and take him down. Modlock using the ult. Another console's able to take those kills. And Tony able to clean up the fight in the end. And PC Delta securing the ace.
Yeah.
So
Punch him.
what happened is Hailstorm went over the wall with Thresh and then left Jinx over the wall by herself, and she just kind of like stranded, like she couldn't do damage. It was a 2v4 at that point. I think they were able to pick up one from there, but at that point they kind of got wiped, and then Jinx just kind of fell because no one was in front of him. So
Yeah. And then a Hobbit sent it right into the middle.
he did. Yep. He did go towards that direction.
You gotta respect the enthusiasm from
unfortunate. But yeah, he's just an old bot. Yeah, and he hasn't backed in a while either.
He definitely gets, I'm curious what he gets for the last item. He definitely finishes
Should
off.
just be a GA, right? Like,
we should get Mortal Reminder here.
oh yeah, that item, but final item.
Oh, we go.
Doms.
LDR. I mean, LDR is fine. It's just like the Volibear healing is actually legitimate, and if we like Lord Dons isn't that much better anymore. Like realistically.
No, I think it's like 5% armor pen, right?
Really feel like Volibear is really running enough armor for me to feel like 5%.
It just feels like the overall value would go to Mortal Reminder in this game significantly.
Imagine the amount of healing you're stopping instead of the slightly more damage that you're doing.
While also having the armor penetration as well.
Yeah, you're just making Volibear less tanky, and I think that's more valuable.
Yep. He's set up around this Baron. We see they have stopped the soul point for the second time, but Hailstorm is just smacking away at this bot lane.
I mean, he does have
coming up
TP.
to contest.
Nasus
Hailstorm
has
actually
gotten online. Can we get a
True.
stack check? Stack check, pause? Stack check.
681 stacks currently for this
681.
Nasus.
Nasus is getting
Yeah.
online. Scary.
Turning sitting at about just over 20 stacks a minute.
He definitely still
probably
loses to Hailstorm, so it's going to be
100%.
about Nasus and team fights, right?
Yeah.
I think Hailstorm should know this.
Go at him.
It's pretty interesting to see Perfect just kind of still just stand there with no fear in front of the Hailstorm, in front of Hailstorm on this Volibear, and I think he's willing to take the fight.
He kind of can though. I think the funny thing is Nasus probably just doesn't want to auto this Volibear because he's applying heal
Agreed.
cut, which it's just better for us to auto this.
Baron,
In the meantime,
HP.
Delta doing the Baron. They're trying to be able to do it.
TPing in.
We do have the TP coming in.
nice
Team
play.
still the Baron, and they're still going in. So much damage though being dropped out. Hungry
though.
Robin gonna be able to take out Dark Harvest, but it's still gonna be Hungry Robin dropping as well as Tony. And this is so much fighting being done as well as they're able to take him out as Hailstorm is able to get it. And a double kill going over to Ming. They're trying to find it, and they're not being able to get the Baron. It's actually going over to Fury, swinging the game over in their favor.
My God, Hobbit has been trying to send it in for every steal, and he finally gets it. That was insane.
I mean,
Oh
what a
my
great combo
God.
between him and Doug, right? You had the Lux ult coming over the top as soon as Hobbit got over the wall. He was able to smite it out. I mean, that was as good of a team fight I've seen in the series.
That was
Coming out from
so
Fury.
sick.
So credit to them. That was incredibly well played. And honestly, they're back in this game. The gold lead cut down to almost nothing. So as long as they get these gold spent on their carries, it should be very good.
Push out these waves. Get the top tier 2 as well. I think we could probably rotate into bottom wave. I don't know if we can over push because these people are coming off of reset. We get so much
Yeah.
gold. We reset. Our Jinx feels so. It must. I can't wait to see what Jinx does because it's gotta feel so good to get that many kills off of one fight.
Mortal
gonna
should be
finish it.
done, and I hope there's an attack speed item coming in somewhere, right?
Yeah, I
Mortal's
hope so
done
as
great.
well.
There's the
Yes, we
zeal.
got a zeal.
Beautiful. I mean, masterclass right there. Thank you, Bing. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and then-
I mean, she's still pumping out damage. Don't get me wrong; those autos hurt, but
Yeah.
yeah, the attack speed's so good.
We probably want to rotate our Lux into clearing the sideways because we want our Volibear to be there for the fight.
Yep. I think
wait,
I agree.
Wait. What item did he switch to? Oh, just because he doesn't feel like there's enough AP damage, I guess. He switched Spirit Massage to Unending Bear. I think that's actually less.
Interesting.
I unironically think that's what.
Modlock caught
But
in
it
the middle
doesn't
of one
really
v one.
matter.
Ulti, they're still trying to
I
catch him
guess
out. Tony though
Tony got the
coming to
fear.
help him. Redacted is here though. Curtains open. Looking for Hailstorm. Gonna be able to use the lantern to get himself out. Not
Oh
gonna
my
be able
God,
to get
he
the
almost died.
collector. Modlock almost taken out, and they're
Oh
still
my
looking
God,
for
that took
more.
almost as well.
It's ironic that he
Fun,
sold
not
the
that
Spirit
bad.
Visage and then tried to fight Modlock on the way,
I know,
right?
it's so funny. But I mean, he just had so much healing.
It was
I guess
close.
It doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the rest of the team does so much 80 damage that it's just like, if we pop Oh, Herpy looking a little bit caught out.
Oh no,
Hungry
look
to
at
pop-
that. That's
Oh,
not
now
gonna be
he's so quick.
enough. Perfy caught
We get a
between all the
hit, and
different
this is
members
right
of
before
Fury
drag.
Fury.
This is right before drag.
Yeah, that was a great pick. Yeah,
Perfect
back off
pick.
of the Thresh. Wait for the Thresh to get here to take a fight. It's going to be a 5v4.
Oh, Hale's just a little bit out of place. That looked a little scary there. I feel like he could have. I mean it.
We do
the
have a lot
ult
of
for second
ults
really
down,
kicked in this way. I
right?
guess the LDR, it feels better. Unironically feels better now they went on Unending Despair. Just a little bit, but it still does healing, so maybe not. Volibear does have our backup. We have some more cooldowns, and we're
We
fighting.
do have the
4v5.
fight going on as the ult comes down, but we do see the HP bars of the members of Fury Fury going
Stop
down
that.
so quickly.
we
The
got-
shutdown
we
going
got
right over to
Soul.
Hailstorm, or where Hailstorm going over to Console C, and that's gonna be the rest of the members starting to
Carry
be
that.
shredded down as they can't continue to chase. Wait, that's the lockdown from Console C, able to land it onto the Jin. Redacted now gonna be the next target. Double kill going right over to Tony there. That's the turnaround from PC Delta. They're able to make a swing back after Fury Fury was just giving himself some hope. The curtain's open, not gonna be able to land the first shot, looking blindly, but not able to land
Call,
onto
but
the two
nobody
carries.
answered.
Oh man,
That was
absolute insanity.
so unfortunate when Diego gets that first reset because it's almost impossible to kill him at that point.
They
The
just need to
heals
this,
and-
I think. Yeah, clear wave drop abilities on wave. We just oh my
Oh, this is
god.
no! Don't make it look like this. This
No.
is just unfortunate. They still continue
can
to
end
barrel
off
down
against
into the
now, I
base.
think.
Honestly, they have no
think it's
minions though. They don't have any minions off the waves unless topside
been
gets dropped. Oh,
at
Perfy,
least
yep.
tier one.
Perfy, the topside though, has been guiding a wave in there. They're just trying to stop these minions from leaving the base of Fury
Oh,
Fury,
man.
absolutely stifling them from being able to come back into this game. Even with the absolute insanity from Hailstorm in the
We got
topside,
triple
it's still
in
looking
him.
bleak.
It feels so bad. You get the Baron, you get
Jinx
the soul.
got Runans on I guess the bright side. We are our full crit is online, so this Jinx is gonna be pumping, but I don't know.
I think it's still possible at this point. Jinx now being online and
team-
again having
so
Immortal, having the
what
ability to
happened
crit through some of
is
them.
Doug used R, so Hungry Hobbit and Doug were focused on getting drag. Hale was taking the fight. They were fortified. They should have just taken the fight. Hungry Hobbit and Doug should have just turned on the other team and they would have wiped the fight. But because they got split and were like, oh, we want Soul, the drag was still at 4,000 HP. And it was not worth it whatsoever. Because we just split our damage between drag and their team when we could have just killed them and then gone for drag. We either go for drag or we go for their team. We don't split.
Yeah. So this is just going to be a waiting game at this point. Honestly, if you're PC Delta, you probably just wait the Baron out. You'll still have super spawning, and then you
Baron's
just push
gone,
it in,
'cause
right?
they all
Oh yeah,
died.
They all did die. Is there anyone that survived?
No,
Oh,
the
you're
Baron's
right,
actually coming
yeah.
up in 17 seconds, so they wouldn't even have the purple buff. At this point, it's just now PC Delta staring down the eyes of Fury Fury, and I don't even know if Fury Fury can do it. They managed to get the ult off on the Tony, takes him down to 668 HP, but they're going for the fight, and it's not gonna be enough for Data though. If they take out Modlock, this might be the Fury Fury fight as Hailstorm goes in, but he's taking down the really low HP. Curtain Call opening, not gonna be able to hit on one target, two targets, not gonna get anyone. But Hungry Hobby's able to take out Dark Harvest. Console C trying to look for some kills with the Collector, still looking for more, able to keep going in. Not enough.
But he is a beast right now. Like,
Even
this
though,
has
though,
so much damage.
We still got to give credit though to Fury Fury. They were able to mitigate so much of that, and they're still alive in this game.
This is what the team fights feel like when we have all of our members and our Jinxes online. She has 4 crit items and an attack speed item. Holy
Thank
crap.
Goodness. Yeah, and critically, they were able to keep both of those Nexus turrets up, right? Like, I think that's the important part. I mean, those MHIs will respawn at some point.
And I think the Jinx benefits from the fact that they do have kind of the triple, you know, if they can keep turtling like this, triple inhib being down for her, you just
And
put
life.
all this farm right into them. Just get all these super minions, give it all to them, get their carries online with the items, and now they just start blowing people up
Redacted
as
needs
much
to
as
back,
do.
and Ming
But
needs to run. They
Ming
need to
might
be,
be...
we're way too far out. Redacted's way too far out. We need
Console
to be
was
backing.
there, that
We
could have
can't
been
go
bad
outside
for
our base.
Ming.
We have to give Baron
Yeah.
probably
So
as
at this
well.
point, as you're losing top and bot due to the super minions, Baron's just on.
We just have to push waves. We unfortunately just have to push waves because we got triple inhib.
Yep.
Nothing we can do about it. We just gotta admit.
I think they're hoping
I
for
don't
a
even want to
miracle
see a
once
steal
again.
here.
There's no
think-
flash, there's no way to get over the wall.
Okay, yeah, we just gotta.
Lux is not here.
This
Hobbit's
is
trying to
not
get
worth-
somehow over the wall. What are you gonna do if they come over to fight you? You're gonna try to get the Jinx Rocket. Jinx Rocket not gonna be enough to help get the
Little too
Baron. That's going
scary.
right over to PT
I
Delta.
don't like that. And then we're a little bit split up as well.
The
I think
goalie
we-
is still
better-
only 100 though.
Yeah.
It is. We're getting to the point in the game where the gold lead
Oh, yeah, we're
needs
40.
less and less and less, right?
I really want to see Hale sell those freaking Ionia boots for mercs.
Yeah, and
Makes
with
them way harder to kill.
the lanes pushing out here, it's going to be so difficult for them to defend now with the
I
Baron up
guarantee he has
minions.
plenty
Yeah,
of
but
money.
here we go. Baroned up minions. This is probably the final fight
Look
that
at
we're going to
that
be looking
huge
into. Curtain called,
damage.
open. Hailstorm
All we
being
have
the
to do is
first
survive
target
this.
hit. 1 target, 2 target, 3, 4th bullet
Okay,
hits.
that's
Not going
fine.
to get onto anybody. At least you know that's down.
Yeah,
But now the
that's
turrets are
fine.
looking like they're going to be going down too. Hailstorm goes in the middle. Uses the ultimate to try to get in the middle. Console speed still left on pot. That's going to be the first target left down as he goes shut down. Console getting the first kill. And that's going to be Ming taking down second. As the second kill goes over to a Redacted getting the third. As that's going to be a triple kill going right over the Console. Not going to be allowed to try to get the penta as the game gets over. 2-0 going to PC Delta.
Oh, I thought Fury had it. They were looking so good in some of those team fights in the mid game. I think just a couple of just critical errors let their
Uh,
base get destroyed, and at that point, it's so difficult to defend.
I'm sorry,
Wow,
for laughing there.
console
I
the
just thought of this felt
unkillable.
like a hot potato game. Like, you take it. No, no, you take it. No, no, you take it. Oh my god, my heart was like freaking Hobbit getting that steal into getting all those objectives. Oh my goodness, it looked like they were in such a great spot, and
Mhm.
then they got the soul, but at what cost? At what cost? Oh my
Yeah, it
goodness.
was just a chain of unfortunate events.
They played hot potato with that game between both teams. Oh
That
my
was
god.
still a really good game from Fury. I think that they definitely kind of lost the rest of the map, and but were able to regain control, which is the important part. Uh, but yeah, that end game just didn't go their way.
Yeah, if we didn't get triple double super minions is just so OP.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
three
triple at
ways.
him, no Baron after the Baron,
Yeah.
take or steal. Yeah, it's just rough. It looks like Console C
It was
actually going
unfortunate.
12-0 and 11. I didn't realize he didn't even die that
Yeah,
game.
he didn't
Yeah,
die.
completely untouched the whole game.
Oof.
Yeah, and even though Perfy was like, it doesn't show a lot of damage. Like his Qs were very they hurt a lot for sure.
It's an
Um,
understatement,
and
yeah.
he's still like very valuable even in later game just because NASA's Q stacks is so good. That was a lot. It was definitely a lot of fun, and I definitely felt a lot of feelings during that game. Oh my god. But who do you guys think is the MVP? As the MVP vote goes up,
Ooh.
I think it's kind of easy for me.
I mean, I think Modlock did excellent the whole way. I think he was undersold how much damage and utility he was providing for the team, but Console C in both games just did excellent, right? Didn't die in that game. Really, I don't remember what the scoreline was the first game, but did excellent in that first game as well. So probably Console C for me.
I do agree with Blitz in the chat. Tony did play really well, but I think like the fact that Console didn't die, like he was the thing that they needed in a game
Yeah.
that was so tumultuous, and we had like 33 kills on one side, 31 on the other. Our ADC having 0 deaths. Oh, that's just peak ADC in my opinion.
Yeah,
And he
just
was
really
just
well positioned.
very consistently putting out damage and not over like stepping and stuff like that. Very well played by him. At least in the second game. The first game, trying to run it back real quick. I don't remember it quite well. We'll have to ask whoever the MVP is, because well, so far it's looking like Console C. But oh, some other people's voting for Tony. I do think it's either between Tony or Console C, because that Viega was so annoying, and that Briar game one was kind of crazy.
Yep, I agree. Yep. Between those two. Not that I mean the rest of them did well,
Yeah.
but
Shout out to the top lane Perfy with the freaking Nasus. Hate that champion is always relevant. And it would seem
every
as
time.
Console C is our winner.
Yep, he did take it for the MVP.
I have goldfish memory, so I don't know what he played game one either.
He played the Aphelios. I just don't remember the
Aphelios.
scoreline. They played that
Oh,
Aphelios target in the bot
he did a
lane.
lot of damage with some of those Apheliosars, and
Yeah,
he
I
was
remember
very
that
aggressive in
Infernum
laning
ulti
too.
at the end. It looked like old release
200
Infernum.
years.
Oh, I think it's up to like what 240 years at this point, right?
Yeah, true. Or is Console C gonna get dropped up here? Let's.
I currently do not see Console C online.
He dipped. He's
Oh
like,
man,
thank you for the
I
MVP.
guess
I'm
then can we
out.
get Tony up here? Might as well. Yeah.
He also dipped.
Oh
Oh
my.
my God!
They all
Everybody
dipped.
dipping on us.
Wow. They got to go prepare for playoffs. They definitely are not
Even
happy this
Modlock
Sunday.
dipped. Can we interview the captain at least, or no? He's not there.
If he wants to.
Oh, Tony. Tony
whoever
says
joins.
in chat he's
Ooh.
There he is.
big.
Hey, it's the captain speaking. Tony's
Oh.
here. He's
Okay.
he's just not in the chat, so pull him up. Get his input.
All right.
Big.
Captain Locke giving us the rundown.
Here we go.
Hello there.
What's up?
What's up?
Congratulations. That was a great series coming out of you guys. I know, was this your first week on this team or is this your second?
First week.
This is your first week on the team. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But you've no stranger to this league. You've been on multiple teams before.
Yeah.
Did you prepare at all for these games, or you're just like, I'm going to stick to comfort? And
Honestly, I did not prepare. So I've been laying in bed all day.
Sure.
And then Briar, I haven't played her in a while. I just wanted to play her really quick. Viego was more of a comfort pick because I was getting tired, so I wanted to play him. And kind of that way I can go to bed sooner. You know?
Valid.
Other way, it was fun games. The second game, we were able to come back. We kind of needed to just focus. We lost our focus halfway through there. I was kind of like, in and out. And yeah, once we got locked in, those.
I know I remember you on some of these heavy AD junglers, and they even gave you the respect band at the Heck Room too. Both those games, so I'm not too surprised there.
Yeah.
Did you guys think that game was over when Hobbit was able to get that Baron steal near the end, or what were you thinking then?
No, I mean honestly, usually I never miss my smite, so I was like, but honestly, it wasn't. I mean, it almost turned around in their favor, but we were able to come back after that. I mean, they had a really good fight. It was a good deal. They killed us all. Luckily, Council was killing at that game and was able to make it out alive, so they couldn't really get an ace and push.
Yep. Any questions from you two?
How many heart attacks do you have in game 2? Because that game kept on flip-flopping, it felt like.
Towards the end, I mean, once we tried that last push and we lost it, I was like, shit, I really want to go to sleep. And then that's when Modlock said, it's time to lock in, guys. Let's just focus on the last fight. And we locked in, and it was just we just killed that last fight.
Damn.
Yeah, I know Modlock is very good at objective control and shot calling and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think I'm really good.
So are you on PC Delta for playoffs, or were you sub this week?
I believe so. I am. Yeah.
Awesome. So looks like you guys are going to be taking the 4th seed. And I do not know. Blitz, do you know who they're going to be playing in their first round?
Go Kings.
Oh, Go Kings. So I know Go Kings have done really well this season. Definitely turned it around from last season. So it's definitely going to be a good series for you guys.
Looking
Tune
forward to
into the Seer to see all the matchups.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Preview.
Any smack talk? Let them know how bad they are, and that you're gonna 2-0 them. Barely.
I mean, it's always a jungle gap when I'm out there. So.
There you go. No matter
Either
what
in
happens.
favor or against.
Yep.
I like the hedging of bets. I like it.
Yeah, it's all fun though. I mean, sometimes like last season I played, it was the championship. The week before that, I absolutely killed on Hecarim. I had like 20 something kills, and then the next week I just did absolutely horrible. So who knows? I'm like a 50-50 player, but I mean, it shouldn't. I'm not worried. At least.
It was whichever one you picked, heads or tails,
Yeah.
both games.
Hopefully it flips heads this playoff. So.
Yeah. I guess just coin flip your way through playoffs and win. I don't know.
True.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's it's fun. But I don't expect, here's my shit talk. Just not too much competition because I'm just amazing. I'm just kidding. But
Big.
hey, you guys
You
got
heard it
it.
here, folks. Best jungler in the league.
I'm not talking anymore, so I'll back it. Congratulations
We'll play
again.
both games.
And listen, either of you guys have any questions?
I do not.
Cool. GG.
Well played.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one.
You as well.
Have a good night.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Peace.
See ya.
Good night.
In the heat of the fire, hearts burn with desire. Victors call to Valhalla, others fall into mire. Blade to blade we stand, rulers of this land. Only one to the light, all others take flight. Echoes on the ground, warriors rage profound. Every step loud and clear, no retreat, no sound. Courage and the ground, warriors rage profound. Every step loud and clear, no retreat, no sound. Fear blend, victory round the bend. In Valhalla we meet, only one's journey end. Night turns to dawn, battle still pushes on. Glory in the air, one will conquer, one be gone. On the ground, warriors rage profound. Every step loud and clear, no retreat, no sound. Echoes on the ground.